drive, keeping all my shit alive. Gotta hockey up so you can get down. Got the hero when I dive, reinforcements soon arrive. Out of my game, you stupid clown. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I'm hype. You're gone, let's fight. It's on. To the face, play like a total ace. Send the squad back into the lobby. To the face, play like a total ace. Send the squad back into the lobby. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I'm hype. Boom, you're gone. Boom, let's fight. It's on. To the face, play like a total ace. Send the scrub back into the lobby. To the face, play like a total ace. Send the scrub back into the lobby.
I went by your house, what a big mistake. But for a while I thought that I wouldn't break. I need something else to clear my head. Someone to tell me how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to save. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life. Without any thought, I keep moving on. I don't even care if my soul is gone. So many words that I should have said. Not concerned about how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to save. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life. Nothing in life is good. Tied in this
welcome everybody to consecutive streaming day number 777. We're like a good Boeing flying high into the B Cup penultimate day, everybody. And I just noticed that I completely forgot to post about it. Penultimate day. Who survives until Championship Sunday? Lin versus Soin. FoCuS versus Kaho. Plus winners match. There can only be one. Tune in now. Twitch back to Warcraft. Purple circle emoji. Crossed sword emoji. Copy paste. Off we go. Damn, how did you all find here? Without getting the Twitter notification, the Facebook notification, the story? That's ridiculous. Thank you, thank you, thank you, LaCrestfallen, for the first sub of the day. To me, you know, you shouldn't be awake at this hour. To me, you're nocturnal. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's the story. That's the question. How and who is surviving? Is it going to be one of the three orcs? Is it going to be the one remaining night elf that we got? Is it Kaho? To be fair, the storylines are pretty clear. We're going to go into this once Mr. Remo Demo is there. But first, always as a little warm-up, we go into the gossip posts of today. Quite funny, I have to say. Me shoots! Thank you for the tier 1. Push, push, push that counter. Of course, your chat is once again visible here if you want to be on screen. If you want to tell your parents that you made it to the big stage, this is your chance. We got the story posted. Boom. Hello, wonderful people. Hello, hello, hello. I got the YouTube chat up as well. I hope this is working. Yes, there we go. We're live already. Always a little bit of a pre-show, eh? So, today, no drama. No drama. Just a bit of a funny. Just a bit of a funny exchange. I'm not taking... Well, maybe I should tie you up. But... I woke up to a funny coincidence, man. No drama, no beef, no player blocking the other or insulting the other. No. Just funny little talks between 120 and Colorful. Two pro players, of course, top players, some of the big streamers over there in China. And they were casting yesterday FoCuS versus Happy. Underdog, of course. And there was a moment where Happy was microing his destroyer away over the forest, and a Batrider was following, trying to use the ability Unstable Concoction to kill that destroyer. And 120 and Colorful were discussing this. Huh? Why don't you A-click? Says 120. Why doesn't he detonate? Well, dude, you can't A-click on air units. Batriders can't right-click on air units because they don't have an anti-air attack. What's going on? Looks like he's following, like, movement clicking. They should just do it so if you right-click against an air unit, the Batrider uses Unstable Concoction, would be easier. It's not even that complex. Why didn't he blow it up? He wanted to right-click attack the destroyer. Huh? You can't attack a destroyer. You can't click it. What do you mean you can't click it? World champion, by the way. 2-time Warcraft 3 world champion. The problem is if you right-click a destroyer, the bat won't even follow it. Why wouldn't it follow it? Can your ground units follow air units if you A-click them? No. But Batriders can hit air. Why wouldn't they? Colorful starts to have doubts now because 120 is so sure. They can? What are you talking about? Batriders have siege attack. Huh? What kind of logic is you can't click them? Can Batriders even attack air? Also, former world champion, by the way. Can Batriders even attack air? Can you right-click air units? 120 says, holy crap, you're unbelievable. Seriously? Can Batriders A-click chimeras? And Colorful is like, I've never seen that in my life. What are you talking about? I was wondering what your logic is. Turns out you don't even know that Batriders can right-click attack air. Can they? Isn't that common sense? Have you ever seen that, dude? You played this game for so long. Well, now. No, because you just fly in and explode. What? Bats can air click? Go, do it. Prove it to me. Go right click with the Batrider and air unit. Let me see it. I haven't done it myself. I haven't played Orc in like 800 years. When 120 started out, he was a pro Orc player, by the way. Before he turned to Undead. He was an Orc player. Show me. You're talking like this is a fact. Have you ever seen it? Just wait until Lord Lin gets here. Someone in the chat said we should bet on it. Where is Lin? Where is Lin? Call Lin. Dude, Batriders have siege attack. Logically, shouldn't they be able to hit anything? That makes zero sense, by the way. I have no idea what he's talking about here. Has nothing to do with the attack type, bro. Chimeras can't hit anything too, but can they hit air? Chimeras can't hit air? That's also like, what the fuck? What the fuck? It's not about attack type. It's game settings. Lin arrives. Hello? Lin! Lin is here! Lin! 120 says Batriders can right-click attack air units. Can they? Huh? Seriously? You're a 10-year Orc veteran? You sound like a cloud player, a person that only watches but never plays. Holy crap. So they really can't. I've played Orc for 10 years and I never built those things. You are truly incredible. A 10-year veteran. Bro, what the fuck? The next time someone tells me that I have no clue about this game, I'm gonna point to this exchange, dude. I'm gonna point to this exchange. No knowledge necessary. This proves everybody can be a Warcraft caster. Ah! Oh my god. You know, isn't it funny how here the most, a very popular question is, you know, Mr. Remo Demo, or Mr. Neo or whatever, if you have a Kodo and you eat a creep with an item and you load it up into a Zeppelin and then you wep it and you eat it with another Kodo, what happens to the item? Like this deep on knowledge. And over there in China, motherland, former world champions are discussing if what unit you can attack or not. Dude, if 120 is trolling here, that is top level trolling, bro. Because in this written exchange, he comes across so genuine. It's really funny, dude. That's really funny. I had a good laugh. You know, usually I open these blog posts and it's like drama here, drama there, drama wah. But this was legit funny. And I love this. And they had another exchange. But to be fair, isn't this a good point? They should change it so right-clicking air makes them collide directly. It would be easier to micro. Like, yeah, that's actually right, isn't it? Is cloud player a Chinese expression? Yes. I think this is pretty solid. Pretty solid. Batriders can attack air units, you just have to ensnare them. Good point, good point, good point, good point. That was hilarious, man. And there was a little incident yesterday. As we move on, there was a little incident during the Happy 120 match. The Chinese streamer Angeline was lagging. And didn't leave the game after lagging. You know, to be fair, sometimes you don't feel it yourself if you're lagging or not. There's a fine line between a mini spike that doesn't prompt this reconnect window that we have in the game, and sometimes it doesn't appear. So Not even blaming Angeline too hard, he said later. My computer froze, dude. I couldn't even leave. I'm so sorry. Happy paused it directly. ... There was a lot of dots yesterday. Lin is laughing his ass off. It's so cool that we meme about the same thing, right? Even though different place, different continent, different culture. Isn't that a bit of a slap in the face to Angeline? Then he leaves the game. Actually, I'm lagging too. European servers are unstable today. To be fair, it's the Chinese servers on War 3 Champions, but I think they use the European server as a name for War 3 Champions. I feel like if 1-0 were lagging, Happy would definitely give him more face, like more respect. Why? He plays favorites. At the very least, Happy wouldn't type a string of dots that long. As I get the invite to the game. Wait. Oh, am I the first one? Bro, I'm the first. Wouldn't type up a string of dots that long, or let's put it that way. If 1-0 lagged once or twice, Happy wouldn't say a word. He only speaks up if it happened a third time. What makes you think that? Let me tell you, Happy has a ton of respect for 1-0. That showed later, by the way, in the lobby as well. Was very much fair play by Happy. One of the best conditions for everyone. Chat is asking, what if Colorful lags? If I lag, I probably get the same treatment as Angeline. Yes, it's so true. No respect. No respect. And there was another expression. I think I closed the translation already. But was it this one? No, this is the fight recap. Huh, I didn't even read this one. But basically, they nickname 1-0 like the V-neck warrior or something. That's really funny. That's really funny. ... Yes, please. Yes, please. Yo. This is pretty much about it. There was another news that we have to get into. We will discuss this in length. Probably at another time. But we posted about it yesterday, so I guess it's in order to show you guys, even though that sours the mood a little bit. Because B-Cup 22 is the last B-Cup. And apparently also the M-Cups will not be continued. As Orkwolf posted, due to commercial revenue conversion issues, B and M Cup appear to be approaching their final season. They may be replaced by the Gladiator Championship Cup. That is confirmed, by the way. There is a new initiative by the sponsor of the Gladiator Cup and also BBC. Tournament market in China is undergoing significant changes. Future remains uncertain. On top of that, KK Ladder cuts the prize money by almost 60% for their seasons and only pays the top 3 instead of the top 10. This is obviously horrible news, with a lot of ramifications, I would say, which deserve their own talk for like half an hour, because it goes a lot deeper. But I think you have to know this before this, because since it's the last B-Cup, this is also kind of why we are dual casting the entire time, to give this the proper treatment. It was a big tournament. It was a lot of longevity. And yeah, 2 more days of B-Cup. And then we'll see what the future holds. Now, we are getting close to the games, and this is what it's all about. We got the bracket up. We got the Demo Man on his way to the broadcast, as well as it is now the top of the hour. I'm gonna call the handsome devil That is Remo Demo.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello!
Oh, that is loud. Holy shit.
You were
That's not
loud
on the-
as well.
That's not on your end. That was actually on my end. I forgot to turn it down. Every time I'm streaming, I'm turning sounds down a little bit. I feel like that works out better. Yeah, that caught me off guard a little bit, Neo. You startled me. Oh goodness.
Reminds me of a Scooter lyric. Oh Remo, you like it loud.
Not so sure about that. You know, my ears and my tinnitus, now thinking back on my youth, would have begged for me not to listen to music so loud, because now I have constantly the ringing. Yeah, you know, we were kids. What can you do?
What can you do? Well, cast Warcraft games, I hope. This is the second last day of B Cup it is, and here is the bracket. We had an Undead Mirror in the winner bracket final, and Happy made it through. Super close series, almost a reverse sweep. But when the stakes were the highest, Happy again coming through. Ultra clutch on Northern Isles. Now, question is, who survives until Championship Sunday? Lin, Soin, FoCuS, Kaho still in the race.
Absolutely. 3 matches today, 3 best of 5s, 3 orcs as well. A day of 3s, you might say. You know what? That nicely leads into the day of the Lord on Sunday, if today is the day of Trinities, maybe. The one player not part of those 3 is Kaho. Last Night Elf in the race has looked pretty damn good again lately. I feel like Kaho was overshadowed by other Night Elves a lot lately. By Life especially. Also by Moon. Perhaps even by Colorful. You could say, maybe not. But yeah, seeing him do well again here is, I think, a great breath of fresh air. Once again, he's going to be facing FoCuS later on. FoCuS, who has also looked really good lately, also against Night Elf. Big question, I suppose, is, can anybody stop Lin today? He is the highest ranked player among these 4. He looks like the favorite on paper. And how can we expect his shape to be?
That is a good question. Is he demotivated after that crushing defeat against 1-2-0? Or is he able to play his A game? There was a little insult to injury yesterday after the one-on-one tournament. They played some 2s, and they had some variations. Like player A is playing with player B against C and D, and then they mix it up so everybody plays with the other players against the other players, right? Like a round robin 2-on-2 basically. And everybody had a good time. Everybody got their wins except Lin, who got 0 map wins out of these shenanigans. Yikes. So maybe Lin is trending downwards a little bit. But if we go by the numbers, and I know in this Warcraft scene, there's it's a lot about statistics, right? So Lin is looking hella good. Lin has a great track record in the Orc Mirror, is currently on a 5-game win streak. Last loss was against FoCuS in Super League. On the other side, Soin is not bad in Orc Mirror. He can get some cool wins here and there. A 3-0 versus FoCuS stands out during Super League. But, you know, mixed results here and there. And if we look at the Lin and Soin direct comparison, that's a long win streak. This goes back to TED Cup in 2024.
Yeah, a long time back. Interestingly, before that, Soin also 1 year earlier had a win where Lin played a Night Elf. I saw that in the stats and I was like, wait, what? Lin played Night Elf at some point? Just for like 1 match? Well, that didn't work out for him that time. But yeah, Lin has been an absolute beast in this matchup. But, you know, that is no surprise. But also, when we view Soin separate from Lin, separate from their matches against each other, he also seems to be really good in Orc Mirror. Really good with a Blade Master. Similar styles, maybe? Just perhaps a bit more class on the one side.
That is Lin then the favorite in that match. And then we have to look at FoCuS and Kaho. And there the story is also very similar. FoCuS against Night Elf is an absolute beast. The only player that can beat him is Life. Otherwise, he destroys the competition. And he's also beating Life, right? There's a little bit of 50-50 between them. And Kaho in the Orc matchup, a lot of red on his side when we look at War 3 info.
Yeah, in general, lately, it seems like Night Elves have not had that great winning ticket. Went for a couple of weeks and months. The Batrider was looking really strong. It seems like the Orcs have just gotten really good at countering and at properly adjusting to the different variations that they are. Honestly, I've been really impressed with the top Orcs lately. Maybe they're also just playing it a little bit better. Oftentimes it seems like the orcs need some time, some preparation to really get the proper counters installed. And right now they seem to be looking great in that matchup. You mentioned Life already. Life is the one guy who seems to be defying the trend a little bit, maybe. Yeah, I'm also a little worried for Kaho later on, but maybe he can surprise us again today.
First, we have to decide which orc makes it to the top 4. It's a 2x factor on the prize money if you win this match right here. Lin goes into this as the big favorite, but maybe not in the greatest mood. Soin, he surprised the world already by eliminating Life from this tournament in the round of 16. So can he take it one step further and defeat Godlin?
Godlin, as they call him. Yesterday we were wondering if he was a deity, if he makes it through all the way through the lower bracket into the grand final to win, then I guess he really is divine. This is first obstacle in the lower bracket.
Just to make sure, Soin is red, right?
Dude, I need a second as well to check. So it is red, yes, correct.
I'm asking this chat because it's literally a non-visible nickname for one orc player because it's Chinese letters, and the other player is called Test. So the life of a Warcraft caster is not the easiest, alright? Here we go, best of 5, first to 3 survives.
Yeah, I always thought, also in the DreamHack days, in official matches, tournament games, big tournaments, players should use their real ID to make it better for everybody. And nobody seemed to care. All right, another one in the bin, I guess. But what we have here now is high-level Warcraft Orc Mirror competition. It's going to be a Blade Master double opening. We've seen lots of Tauren play lately in this matchup. Since the new patch with the Tauren resistance skin, in fact, we've seen tons of it over the last many months. But there was a very interesting game between FoCuS and Lin. Did you see that? It was an Orc Mirror. I didn't cast it, but I saw the result after. And there it was lots of Farseer play. And Farseer had a 100% win rate, surprisingly.
Damn, yeah, the strats in Orc Mirror go round and round, round and round, round and round. You know, you can't really rely on a greedy tier 3 tech because maybe a Farseer Firelord Rush is overwhelming you. But if you rely on a mass summon rush, then maybe fast shamans can knock you out. Like Orc Mirror, I call it the most varied mirror match in the history of RTS these days.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen lots and lots of different things. Also here we see a different tech timing. Lin went for a 2-burrow into tech, so later tech than the opponent. But he didn't wall off the base.
Yep, that's an outdated building placement, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, why not? Why not do it? You can just open up the base later. Did that just slip his mind?
Damn, Soin quick with the repair. Well done, well prepared. Having the peons here next to the wall off. And that is a very, very, very unsuccessful first minute for this blade.
Pretty sloppy early game. First of all, seems to have the worst build. Also not the right building placement. And also a peon lost just to the Blade Master because of improper juggling.
Where's your Lin God now? The burrow doesn't do the job fast enough. Blade Master can heal. Thank you, Hiaces, for the support. And thank you, Head to Body to Head for the 280 Canadian dollars. What's the best race and why is it human? Well, according to a lot of
you're
people,
coming in a bit late there, buddy.
a lot of people say that I ruined the human balance. We ruined the human balance. But because they're the most varied and you can possibly identify most with them. Some of the audience identifies more with the orcs. That's the gym bros first and foremost. And some, the cave dwellers, are with the undead. And that is me.
So far, the Blade Master has not many people to identify with because he's got no friends so far. It's just single hero on both sides. As of yet, this is looking a lot like Walker Tauren Rush. I'm still puzzled why there is no wall-off in Lin's base. Is there any reason? Like, I'm grasping at straws here. I don't want to doubt God Lin, but this is clearly becoming a detriment.
Yep, he is a very emotional player, goes to a moody player. Maybe not emotional, maybe moody is the better way to call it. And after yesterday, maybe not feeling it, or he didn't go out last night. It was also reported that hungover Lin is 2 times stronger at least than sober Lin. So maybe he needed a little bit of a buble.
If hungover he is strong, does that mean drunk he's even stronger?
Who knows, man? Who knows?
Well, maybe there's gonna be some soju involved in the break. What was baiju again? I remember mekju is Korean for beer.
Baiju
remember
was
what
the
baiju
Chinese
was?
version of soju, I think, to put it in simple terms. Don't you remember the wonderful bottle we bought in, like after this wonderful experience with Great Baiju in Yinchuan, we bought a bottle of our own and it
Yes.
tested like spiritus.
Dude.
Like gasoline.
It was like $3 at the corner store,
Yep.
and it did taste like gasoline. It
You-
was incredibly bad.
You emptied it though, you told me.
I mean, yeah, it was effective. Like, what do you do? With Rudon. Yes, I remember.
Didn't you take it
We-
home and drink it with Ardid?
Ah, yeah. I mean, yeah, they were, you know, lots of different bottles. But I drank one with Rudon as well, and then we arm wrestled in his hotel room, and we broke the table. It was a little unsturdy table, though. It wasn't really
Yeah.
our fault, to be honest.
And muscular arms.
Back then, actually, I wasn't working out yet. I was just a normal little dude.
Like most of us, we have not a single level up after 6 minutes. Soin surely with the 1 or 2 advantages here. For example, half attack that he's ahead in an Tauren mirror.
By the way, did you see Young Fang's comment in the chat saying the well-endowed our team Night Elf? I wonder how many of chat realize what that is referring to.
Bro.
But well played, Young Fang. I do now know you're an elf, so my respect significantly drops, but that was still a good one.
Well done, well done, well done.
Shredder
Yeah.
in Orgmara, by the way.
Ain't that nice? Because orcs have always complained, right? We don't have lumber, everything's so expensive. Our upgrades, our Tauren, our buildings, everything is so lumber heavy. And it is. I mean, you could build peons, but nothing better to get lumber than a shredder.
And magic damage really good against burrows. Not gonna NGL. This game is looking terrible for Lin.
Yep.
Straight up terrible with the burrow as well. This might just be GG. I mean, he doesn't even have a walker yet.
It's so funny also that we have tier 3 level 1. Like, what the hell is going on? Soin is punishing Lin, though, we have to say. Like, obviously, Lin made a huge mistake with the building placement, but it takes one to make a mistake, and it takes another player to also punish that hard.
Yeah, and punished it was. We can see it reflected in the supply clearly. More than just that. Also, the Torrent tech now already operational. And there's lots of creeps available on the map. Those were largely ignored in the early game. I guess there's one thing going for him. A strongly equipped Blade Master. Blade Master has to carry this game for him.
What she got here? A bit of mana for the Shadow Hunter. Also not too bad. Levels seem to be the issue. And to be fair, for Soin, lumber is the issue. He's at 100. He got pulverized done. He got the big upgrades done. So that's good. He might not need that much more lumber. Still, a Torrent is 100 lumber. That is quite a lot. Lin still has to catch up, but Lin is going for an interesting choice with the TC third versus Torrent. How does he want to get rid of the corpses? How does he want to prevent Soin from just resurrecting these Torrent over and over?
Yeah, normally the choice is the Fire Lord, right? Or
Yes.
I've even seen just dual hero to make sure those two level hard. Normally, whatever third hero you go for tends to die pretty quick, especially if it's a melee hero. I mean, maybe the plan is, okay, he knows he's behind. You just gotta hope not to die to drag the game way out into the ultra late game. And then if you have triple hero on high levels, we know this is a fantastic tri-hero combo if you get there. Maybe that's the risk Lin is willing to take right now.
He is 20 food down in a mirror match. That should tell you absolutely everything. He's also down a production building. Still working on the burrows. And Soin is gathering mana now on these walkers. Not spending it much. Lin with Blade Master, has he finally awoken? Can he steal something here? He does. Ring of the Archmagi.
Yeah, got the item. If not the last hit. I wonder if he backstabs there. And he gets hexed. Could have maybe died, right? With a couple of pulverizers. So I guess it's kind of scary. And yeah, he's got amazing items. Could give the ring to the TC, maybe? He's well equipped over here.
Just like the chats in our chat, am I right? We got...
For a moment I thought you were about to say the same thing that I was thinking. BD Youngfeng, but...
yeah, I mean, that is common knowledge, isn't it? But until this day...
Look at Lin's army. What is this?
You
What
ain't
is
calling this an army, man. That's an insult to the word army, that is.
He's got 1 Walker and 3 heroes right now. That is actually one of the funniest game states I've seen in a long time.
What the
Have we
hell?
ever seen triple hero with 1 unit? And it's like, no units died so far. That's the thing.
That's true, man. He just didn't build anything. Where's his gold, though? Mamma mia. We're going for the hero focus. Hex, but instant dispel. Hero wave as well. It's pretty clear that Lin's only way to survive here is hero focus.
Oh, if he gets a purge, by the way, on the next backstab, could get the kill. Hold up.
Oh,
Hex.
Hex. Stomp.
Needs the purge. Doesn't get it. Purge on the other side, though. And that is almost a kill. Heal pot transfer. Heavy hero focus right here.
Shadow.
As an
Now
advocate
finally
of green
dead.
Skin on green skin violence,
Gets
I am positively thrilled by this match.
wonderful. Gets
However, it could be better if we add dying demon hunters into the mix.
counter
Lots of
kill.
heroes going down over here. There's almost... Yeah, there is no army left now. I mean, Lin didn't have much army to start with. That's how we began talking here a minute ago when this fight broke out. It is only a Blade Master left for Soin, but still lots of beefy boys. Lots of big bulls still in the game.
Thank you, Mr. Fallen. Angeline leaving the game even without the ... Ooh, boy, is Lin fighting for survival here. I mean, it's an effort, but it might be a little bit too late. He's running away from his own base.
Purge proc chance still good on Torin, even with resistant skin. Oh, going for the hero kill. Oh, wait. Oh, Windwalk. Oh my god.
Sick! There was a crap in Windwalk.
A player's forces are under attack.
How did that work?
How did that work?
I guess there's fate time.
There's fate time, Remo. There's fate time.
There's fate time. Some call it fake time. We call it the real time. Real time to get the 1-0 right now. Going for the Threat Hunter again is Lin. He knows he has to get cheeky here with the hero kills. Only chance he has. But there's a shop now for Soin. Lots of sustain.
And you have to resort to goblins. So we can...
He went level 1 on a Torrent.
Drop on a hot stone or whatever it is. Still, kind of magnificent how long Lin is able to survive with so little. Now his shadow is done, and
Good timing.
still in the game I was about to say. There we go, GG. Soin tears Lin apart. On map 1, we need a way improved Lin for the rest of the series.
That was just careless. I mean, you can play an opening with no units. You can do that. But against the enemy Blade Master, you need to wall off the main base. Which clearly he didn't. Very surprised. That's like a very elementary mistake.
These days, man, these days. Maybe it was old-term muscle memory and he just built the base like he always did, but need to upgrade. Need to upgrade your build orders. Harass is plenty in these matchups these days. As we are so lumber heavy with the Torrent, it is very effective to go for the peons, of course, and slow down the lumber economy. That's exactly what Soin needed to do. That's exactly what Soin did do. And that was game then. Mamma mia. We got a $3 donation by the Crestfallen. As an advocate of greenskin versus greenskin violence, I'm positively thrilled by this match. However, it could be better if we add dying demon hunters into the mix. The Crestfallen, yesterday you were advocating for a ban of demon hunters in competitive Warcraft. Now you want more demon hunters. What is it? Make up your goddamn mind.
Well, that reminds me of a quote from, what was it, Space Invader or something? Only a dead alien is a good alien. I think that's how the Crest sees the Demon Hunter. Only a dead Demon Hunter is a good Demon Hunter. And on some days, I might agree. Today, in fact, we are going to be seeing some Demon Hunter. Later on in the day, second match with Kaho, maybe even more, if he's going to be the winner.
Hopefully. Kaho, FoCuS probably rubbing their hands.
Oh, come on, Soin, do it so we don't have to take out Lin. Good start here. And again, showing that Soin in April of 2026, quite a different player than he was just 2 months ago.
Yeah, he really has been shooting up there. He's been catching some flack from some of the Chinese streamers saying, ha, if Soin is winning games, you know what this patch is like. But I think that's not quite fair. I think Soin has been getting stronger. He has been improving over time. Being benched in the Super League Season 1 must have surely been some fuel for motivation for him. Came back in Super League Season 2 where he didn't look breathtaking necessarily, but worked with that, improved on that, kept on getting stronger. That's the spirit, man. You gotta keep practicing, keep getting better day by day. Like Gohan and Trunks in the hibernation chamber.
Right on.
But
And
that's not what it was called. What was it called? What was it called?
hyperbolic time chamber.
Hyperbolic time chamber. That's the one.
And I want to remind you that leading into Super League, Soin had a hot streak as well. Some casters even went as far as saying he's going to be the best performing orc of that tournament. And usually you can trust these casters. You can trust these casters with your life. But then when the stakes were highest, Soin crumbled a little bit. Not here! And someone who's also not crumbling, but supporting, is Michael Bradley, 8209, who treats us like a pay-per-view. And every time he's tuning in, there's a $10 super chat. Michael, honey,
Bang.
I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful start into the weekend.
Thank you very much, Mikey. Hopefully, we're going to have a lot of Warcraft to enjoy today and tomorrow. I would think so. Our B Cup champion is going to be crowned tomorrow. We got 3 matches today, 3 matches tomorrow, and then a new title to be given away.
It's also WrestleMania weekend, Remo. You hyped?
Oh, is it Ludwig Kaiser?
Actually, Ludwig Kaiser is currently playing a Mexican called Grande Americano. So I don't know if he's on the card, to be honest. It's very confusing. You don't have to get it. We'll see. $10
Okay.
for each. Love the content, boys. Keep up the good work. Michael, we love you too.
That is amazing, buddy. Seems like you have the perfect holiday spirit going into this weekend. Not that it's a holiday, but you know, it's a weekend.
It's
Oh,
WrestleMania
kind of
holiday, Remo.
It's WrestleMania holiday.
WrestleMania holiday.
Yeah, I only know, I think, 2 more names in the wrestler world. One is Vince McMahon. I saw that documentary. Oh,
yeah.
my goodness. And also Cody Rhodes. I think he's the new
Oh,
superstar, right?
you know the Rhodes guy. Okay. You're getting there. Yeah, Vince McMahon, dude. Holy hell. Like,
Quite the story.
I don't know how deep the documentary goes, but man, that's a rabbit hole. And Brock Lesnar is involved there as well. Mamma mia, lawsuits. Let's focus on some positive things, like Soin versus Lin. Soin is blue this time, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Correctamundo. As Jules from Pulp Fiction would have said, we're seeing different strategies here. I mentioned earlier the Farseer play, how good of a win rate it had between FoCuS and Lin in their recent match. And now it is Lin busting out the Farseer. This is always the most interesting, I feel like, when we have different strategies going up against each other. And it's no surprise to me that Soin is sticking with the Blade Master. He loves the Blade Master more than anybody. If you have to pick one orc player to marry the Blade Master and stay faithful to him all life long, Soin is your best bet.
I very, very much agree. He's like a sword dancer with this guy. So elegant, so swift. You know what surprises me, Mr. Remo Demo? And I thought about this this week already once. But then I thought it was maybe a hallucination or a fluke.
What is that?
This is the updated Turtle Rock
Yeah,
on KK.
true. Yeah, they included it. Really nice. This means no more red camp at the spawning position. Better creeping for Ancient of War and so on. And a couple of other changes as well. Indeed.
How do we feel like... Is Lin now forced into a timing push with that Farseer? And does it have to be
Yes.
like a Fire Lord?
I think so. I think with Farseer, at least from the games that I saw in recent weeks, it still seems like you can't really go tier 3. You can't really compete with Blade in the end game. You have to win early tier 2 with a push. From what I saw, almost a steal. Ooh, that was real close.
That was real close, and we got something very awesome here as well. Wolf Rider, 20 euros. Great work, great weekend. Enjoy the stream. Hells yeah. And Michael is not only back with two $20 super chats, but also the Prime sub. Lovely.
And WC3 are happy.
Oh yeah.
Says, buy yourself a bag.
A Schlickertüte.
You deserved it. What the hell is that?
A Schlickertüte is when you go to a kiosk and you get a mixed bag of little sweets.
Oh my goodness.
That's a
Like
Schlickertüte.
There used to be one of those paper bags, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Some say bunte Tüte, colorful bag.
Yeah.
In northern Germany, Schlicker. Schlicker is a wonderful word.
Okay. I'm not familiar.
Schlicker also a synonym for making out with someone later. Na, habt ihr all schlickert?
Well, a gift sub as well from Michael. Yo, thank you very much. We're getting a bit distracted here by the amazing support, guys. You're absolutely wonderful here. And we're not done yet. The crestfallen with a tenner. Who needs sweet? Who needs sweets? Grab a kilo of meat and throw it on the grill. Now you're speaking my language, the crestfallen. That's what I like to hear.
And another super chat, $6.99 Canadian dollars. Which competitive player would you pick for your sleep paralysis demon?
Oh my god.
Thank you, Kyle. Oh.
Who's the least scary, most cuddly player we can think of?
Life, but he has the fangs, you know?
Ah, he's got those fingernails, dude.
Got the fangs. I think
Foggy.
Okay.
Foggy for sure.
I mean, no big surprise, I guess. I'd probably take Lawliot. Because I just can't
really?
imagine.
You're picking Lawliot.
Yeah,
just like
I
in
know.
the
It's the obvious
How's that
answer,
going the predictions
right?
for you?
It's
Huh?
it's the obvious answer. Okay, so let me retreat from the Lawlight obvious answer and let me think of a better one.
Grinning Demon with a 10 gifted subs as well. Yo, what is going on?
20.
We got
20.
some amazing support from you guys. Thank you
It's
very
20.
much. It's 20.
It's
Okay,
20.
20.
Holy
That's twice as
shit.
good. Let's go.
That's right. Thank you. You know, if we go like with old school players as well, Ted.
Yeah.
A player's
He's got that cuddly bear, teddy bear look to him. I can get behind it.
So, holy shit, that was a lot of support. Thank you, Kova, as well, and for everything you do. What's happening in this game?
So far, Fasir has lost one headhunter to the pressure early on from the Blade. I think that's okay. Blade is a little underleveled. Fasir looking for that level 3. Shadowhunter now shows up with Hex looking for a counter kill on the Grunt, which seems like he'll get. Chat, by the way, raucously saying that this is the worst they've seen Lin play in forever. I'm like, is this so bad? I mean, he got a Grunt kill here. He got some decent experience. We're trading blows right now with the Hexes.
Think back to Super League when he lost his army to the marketplace creep spot on Echo Owls. That was the worst, probably. Let's see how this is going. Headhunter's fallen. Hero focus doesn't work. Blade Master has to be stopped somehow, but with circles and slippers, it ain't that easy.
It's going tier 3, by the way. This is not going to be tier 2 all in, which Soin might be expecting. This is what most people do. Hex now on the Shadowhunter. No kill available. Both heroes hurt. Last heal wave comes in. Another headhunter goes down. Honestly, this one could have been microed a bit better and maybe saved. Another one being pulled away. That was quite a few losses. Ultimately, has to be said. And where does that leave us?
This almost looks a bit like delay. Like, almost like mental delay. Everything is like a second late when it comes to microing. Like the headhunters in theory shall never be hit by a grunt. You should always move away from them. That wasn't the case. Focus was somewhere else. Soin though, again, looking very, very, very clean. Saved a lot of his units. Raider Walker, tier 2. Lin the one with tier 3, but I don't see any casters yet.
Adding a Kodo now, trying to amp up the damage. Berserkers, of course, especially with upgrades, could do quite some serious damage towards grunts especially, and walkers. Less so the Blade Master. Blade normally not so punished by the piercing, especially when backed up by Spirit Link. Oh, the Blade Spirit Link timing now should be really nice.
Look at that. Raider for control. Shadowhunter, of course, for healing. The damage is still low. Headhunter still fragile. We are right around the corner for tier 3. This is the perfect timing for Soin to fight. But Lin still has a word in this.
Grunt and Raider killed. No losses here for Soin.
Player's forces are under attack.
It seems like Soin's running circles around Lin right now.
Yep.
Another kill.
Easy kills here, man. You really want the Headhunters to be Berserkers. There's no real reason for Lin to fight here, but also no speed scroll, also no TP.
Really
Everything is exposed. It's
Lin
not
fanboys in
good.
shambles.
Yep, 1-0 always said, man, we need Lin to take down Happy in tournaments. It feels like he has to do it himself now.
Only a single grunt goes down in the end. Chain Lightning doesn't execute. This was a phenomenal trade for Soin right here. Is he going tier 3? No, he's not. Doesn't need it, maybe. Blade Master's healed up in the side with the heal salve. Now rejoining into the fight. Lin needs to get some follow-up kills.
Ooh, some kills in general, eh? Level 3 would be lovely, but then we also have the spell. Has to go for Chain Lightning executions. Weiches Kantholz, thank you for the prime. Hype Train, let's go. Hype Train for Soin as well. Blade Master, Hex after End Snare. When is the cooldown off? Did he time that perfectly? Backstab in, Blade can't reach. But there must be an End Snare soon.
Oh, clarity on the Shadowhunter trying to get that Hex in. Couldn't quite. One Raider died across the map. Berserker training finally finished. Next Ensnare though, and the Shadowhunter can't save the Farseer. That's one kill. If the Shadow dies as well, that should be game. Ensnare trying to cover the retreat, but there's a Hex. Trying to make it to the shop with a body block. He just barely makes it.
Damn, Lin fighting for survival here. In the ropes he is. Thank you, Happy, for another gift sub to, I think, FoCuS. Greetings. Hope you own these guys later on. Lin's still alive. He got some kills there as well. And he got that tier 3 advantage though, so maybe there is hope.
Kodo upgrade going to be done in a moment. This is going to be another significant increase in power. But this Blade Master also holds lots of power, especially if he gets more items and levels. So far, this was Blade Master Light Edition. Okay, we could still get to Blade Master Supersize Edition with a couple more levels and items.
Well. Will Soin give him the time, is the question. Just Grunts, Raider, Walker, Kodo, the old school style from 27, 28. Can, of course, turn this. Lin with the tech. I'm curious, man. Shaman would be so good. Any casters would be so good. Maybe he had to rebuild too many Berserkers to afford that.
I didn't understand what you said. From 27, 28?
2007, 2008.
Wow,
The year.
that's a very confusing way to say that.
Sorry that I
Who the hell does 27, 28?
Sorry that I overwhelm you with the 4-digit number.
That's not the two two-digit numbers. You shortened a 4-digit number into a 2-digit number, just leaving out the zeros.
We are the Germans, Remo. We have to be very efficient.
Oh my god. Good thing your math teacher doesn't see this. He would be appalled.
My math teacher said I'm gonna end up as a crackhead under a bridge, so...
Considering that, you're doing well.
Right? We're okay. For now. So keep up the prime subs, boys.
The bridge is never far away. Especially in Hamburg. Lots of
Bridges.
examples and bridges. That's right. Farseer got the level 3 finally. Big item picked up. Big healing for the Alchemist. And a push. 50 versus 50 supply. Being lined up here. Berserkers could do some good damage here with 2-0 upgrade.
Shop gone, no orb, no potions. Let's see, man. Lin in the ropes, but also Soin. The tech timing was so important. Alchemist as an addition here for some acid bomb in the fights. I love this actually.
Sends Kodo down. Other Kodo needs to be sniped as well. The Berserker's taking way too long to kill this Kodo, it feels like. Do they get it in the end? Barely they do. Kodo was hexed. Now the aura isn't available. And it seems like someone is clearly running the show.
It does look like that, eh? We still have a couple of potions here. Their heal scroll was so good. Saves a lot. We got a huge 25-sub gift bomb by Moondoggy. Awesome. Kodos falling. Lin fighting for survival, but with what?
Yeah, I think Chad was onto something. This is the worst Lin we've seen in a while. Can he still find a way out of this? It is looking very rough right now. Mana is low across the board. Soin has one big heal wave left right now on the Shadow Hunter.
Peons around on the Farseer. That's gotta be it. And it is wash. No problem at all for Soin to take the 2-0 against the greatest orc this world has ever seen.
My. Thank you again, Moondoggy. That is amazing, by the way. That is super sick. Level 8 hype train. God damn. We have a hot streak going on today. Absolutely wonderful. It does seem like you guys have a great weekend. That makes me happy. And it's going to get even better with all this Warcraft heading our way. Tell you what, though. This series might end sooner than expected. Because Lin is not looking like Lin right now. This is sloppy. Not the high level that we have become expected to see.
Exactly. We wanted more. We wanted high-level battles, tier 3, the moose from the Tauren when they die and get resurrected. Now on Shattered Exile, everything has to turn around. Otherwise, Lin has only a top 6 exit out of this tournament. We get more support. My Acolyte with the tier 1 sub. Chalaba with the 5 gifted. Guys, your support is insane today. Chalaba, my Acolyte. Moondoggy with the biggest 25 bomb. Happy with the support. Weiches Kantholz is such an amazing nickname. Kova, Grinning Demon again. All the super chats, all the donos is looking really good here. Fuel that hype train.
God damn. Guys, that is wonderful of you. So generous, so appreciated, so amazing. Thank you very much. Maybe these fans also trying to pump some energy into Lin because it seems like he needs it. This is very deflated looking.
Yep.
You know, last time I saw Lin getting bodied this much by an orc underdog, it was Super League Season 1 when Lin had a pretty bad start into the season. He got 3-0'd by Fly. You guys remember that? And then 1 week later, he came back, re-energized finally again. Sometimes Lin has these dips in motivation, dips in performance, and a good little wake-up call can do him wonders. Not sure if that's going to be in time today, though.
Well, Orc Mirror can oftentimes be a little gamba when it comes to items and all, so it's not the greatest sign. He tried to switch strategies, and I think he tried to go for a little more stable style as well. Farseer Headhunter, relatively simple to execute, but Soin was just overwhelming with his Blade Master. And now, yeah, everything on the line here in the final B-Cup. This might be the final B-Cup game of Lin ever.
True. We're remaking the lobby, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
I think they may have hosted the wrong map.
No, blue was missing from the player color. Nobody was able to get blue. Da-ba-dee, da-ba-da.
Now we are still heading to Shattered Exile, which I appreciate. Still my beloved map at the moment. And a map that we haven't seen too much Orc Mirror on in recent times, simply because it hasn't been a mainstay in most tournaments for, you know, for a while. Loading in now. Does Lin have what it takes here to bounce back? What is his mental state right now? How much motivation? How much drive? How much fortitude is in there?
That's the big question here, man. Well, the gift subs are still rocking through. Really nice, really nice. Fight for survival here now, though. Everyone in the bracket will rejoice when they see that Lin has been eliminated. The Kahos of this world. Probably also FoCuS, even though FoCuS watching this match probably laughing to himself. We got Shattered Exile. The bells are ringing. We need 3 in a row for Lin here.
Not impossible. Something he has done before. Squeak alls with a 300 bits. Not sure if he has done that before, but we appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much. All right, settling in here. What do we got? We got top left, bottom right, cross positions with Lin in the red, having looked beside himself so far. This, if we didn't know what match we were watching here, if this was a Flow TV game, we would have never thought this was Lin. This is not what we expect from him.
Are there any believers still in the chat that the War Chief can turn this around? Or is it all the Soin hype right now? It's definitely the hype train gets more fuel by Alpha Maschine 12. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're with us for such a long time already. Oftentimes supporting. Man, it's almost, you're 5 years with us. It's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hype train level 10. Boys. Let's go, let's go. Thank you. Bunches. We're going to have a standard opening here. No Torrent Rush. No Farseer. This is looking like the old meta. Blade Grunt opening. Might be a Raider Walker follow-up. But the issue is, Raider Walker normally gets obliterated by Torrents. So maybe a move into Torrents will still be necessary. We'll see.
Third different strat for Lin then possibly. Can he wall off this time? Will he wall off this time? Doesn't seem too likely, but also Soin space wide open on Shattered Exile actually. Not too easy to build the right structures in the right place to disallow the Blade Master from killing these poor peons. But then we also have lots of labs, so you can go for a Shredder if you do need the lumber eventually. Bit of creep craft to start this out, eh? I think this is good for Lin. Getting a little bit of a chill time without pressure, trying to find the rhythm.
Yeah, on this map, the lab creeps are super easy for good experience and easy chances for claws of attack. Lin gets them here indeed. The good start that he perhaps needs. That both have, however. It's going to be Soin creeping up the full camp, where Lin might head to the middle. Players love taking these unique camps on the map that cannot be emulated on the other side. So for that reason, the green in the middle with the water elementals is really popular, but also a bit dangerous with the bash.
Right on. Can be creepjacked there. I've seen many incidences of that recently. We got Claw's Circlet. Noise. Wand of Illusion. Semi-nice. Soin following this up with Slippers, so his Blade Master a little bit more dangerous than Lin's is.
They love those Slippers, that's for sure. Lin trying for the second Renegade, but gonna get interrupted. Can't finish the creep here, but got double Circlet. That's also really nice. However, quite expensive.
Reveal, backstab, Soin. Any way to get a hold of Lin? I don't think so. Another Windwalk would be there to heal up, and then the Blade Master will be in light green HP ranges before, as before. So this ambush didn't work.
Soin creeping now up in the top right. Could be another good Blade Master item. There we go. Claws again.
Damn, we've seen some pimped heroes this weekend. Yesterday as well. Lin follows it up with a second Circlet. Replenishment Potion also never bad.
A chance for the next one. This is the Water Elemental camp. We talked about Sea Elemental and Rage Elemental. Oh, the timing though by Lin. Almost perfect. Just a little hair too late.
Ooh, nice reveal by Soin, playing around this beautifully. Gets the Ring of Protection now against Hero Focuses, of course. Lovely Lin trying to steal this one at least, but the counterplay by Soin is really good. Up and wait, that was still a last hit by Soin, right? Or was it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. Soin there with the quick reaction with his own backstab secures the last hit. That was all well executed by Soin. And now he has a good little lead. Looking at the experience, looking at the items. A little better equipped, especially for the price, since he didn't have to pay for these, unlike the Circlets.
Again, not the easiest situation. We got a tier 3 tech on both sides going to Torrent once again. Maybe this time with better heroes, with better execution, with a less flawed tech timing, and maybe even 2 Torrent Totem.
Did Lin make only a single grunt?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So, I mean, that makes sense gold-wise. Grunts 200 gold, Circlets 200 gold. Lin spent it on the items. Soin on the grunts. Grunts right now a little bit better for creeping, but they will be really a big drawback. You could even say wasteful in the late game fights. If you move into a 50 supply fight with 3 grunts against the Tauren Walker army. It's going to be a lot of dead supply.
WC3L happy with the gifts up to Kaios Cosades, who's been a very positive force in the chat recently. Appreciate you. Happy. Appreciate you. Kaios. Now, Soin into the base once again. Does he find any openings here? With solid, normal micro, this shouldn't be a kill, but maybe a little gold. Oh my god. He just killed it.
It's a slow reaction again by Lin. That wasn't even a crit over there from Blade Master. Not the hottest day ever for Lin. I mean, we saw that already on the first 2 maps. But maybe the big fights he can turn it around.
Hopefully, man. He needs his brilliant execution, but as you pointed out earlier, Soin has phenomenal fight execution, phenomenal Blade Master control. We'll see, man. The same sub to the same user? Well, happy doubling down.
That's a 2-month sub.
That's a 2-month sub. There we go.
Lin is looking good, very much so as well on the Blade Master. He's got those slippers now as well, pretty much decked out. Zombie Master will be given over later.
Players' forces are under attack.
Soin's Blade still being annoying in the main base. And the thing is, when there's no end snare, there's no real danger here.
Well, Hex, maybe. Just evacuating. We got a Sobi mask that is lovely. Maybe, you know, if you can't create moments with fights and hexes and ensnares, etc., maybe it's gonna be via item drops when you're a little bit luckier than your opponent. We got the mercenary camp creep by Soin already. Moving on to the left-hand side, it feels like Soin is so much more effective and efficient.
Is the opening build also that's making the big difference here. 3 grunts, way better at creeping. Shadowhunter benefiting from it. Here we see the big item now picked up. So Link got the 2 big permanent items, the Zombie Mask and the the Lionhorn for the Devotion Aura. That is nice, but it doesn't help against Pulverize.
Not really. But then Pulverize also doesn't scale with attack upgrades, so I guess that's kind of fair. Who will craft... Oh, it's another peon down, Remo! Just simply a Blade Master, that's not even crit 2!
Yeah, it's 2 peons. Makes it 3 peons total. Burrow cancelled as well. This Blade Master is doing phenomenal in this game. And then is getting punished heavily for his slower creep speed. He didn't get level 3 Blade at the same time. Couldn't do the same harass actions. Couldn't solo creep the Shadowhunter as well. Isn't level 3 the way his opponent is. This is a great spot for Soin here to close it out 3-0.
Not the day of Lin, I'm afraid. You might say, yeah, just moving the peons over, you know, the gold income is still the same, but Tauren are so lumber heavy. You really need the workers. At the moment, only 4 lumber workers for Lin. I don't think that's enough, actually, to support a big Tauren army.
Yeah, normally when you're skipping the 2 grunts from the early game, you're supposed to have the better army moving towards 50 supply. Right now, it doesn't even look like that.
Well, maybe it has to come down to Lin's Sane Sword. The critic high must be strong, must be high. And he has level 2 critical strike. That's the silver lining here.
Yeah, aggressive move certainly by Soin, pushing into the enemy main base. This is where it's going to be at a bit of a disadvantage. 1 kill so far. Lin gets it with the walkers on walkers. Soin tried to go for the Shadowhunter kill. Maybe a bit over-ambitious. That didn't work.
Okay, maybe there is a way back. Soin trying to go for the walker. This time the ethereal form works and the other walker doesn't do enough damage. Grunt killed those. Supply numbers still in favor of Soin, but reinforcements are coming in fast. Master training as well. We are rebuilding peons now as we absolutely have to. Tauren numbers the same. Walker numbers higher for Lin, and they can gather mana now for the so important ancestral spirits.
Master training and research for both. We haven't seen any reses from the ancestral spirit yet, but that might change pretty soon. Pendant of energy found here for Lin. Could be pretty nice. Shadowhunter's gonna have a lot of mana to work with.
Sometimes it's sustain that pushes you over the line. Nobody willing to go into upkeep yet. Supply numbers are even. I would say this is the best Lin game so far. And also by far.
Yeah. think that's appropriate. After a rough early, Baitmaster though, still having the time of his life in the peon line. Man, this has been so effective. So expensive here, all these losses.
Yeah, and there is a burrow right there that's supposed to save these peons. It's just about speed of execution, and that just isn't there yet. Still, Lin can go back to like what, 20 years of competitive experience. That has to shine now in the late game stages of this mirror match. He's still facing elimination.
Oh, look at the blade. Again, going for the peon. So many peon kills, and also, of course, lost mining time. Then it's trying to punish across the map the orc army of the opponent that is without the Blade Master right now. But man, this is, yeah, expensive as hell.
6 peons only remaining. That is ridiculous. We can creep a little bit in the middle. Usually we'd park out over level 4 because that's critical strike. Level 2, Soin! Did he get the kill? It looked like it, didn't it? Item goes to Lin still, but man, this looks like mental defeat already.
Supply lead on Soin, but hero power lead now might be on Lin. What about the Blade Master as well? If he gets crit here, this could be the end, maybe. But it counteracts to save him. We see some mirror image, which I like. In these fights, oftentimes you're on A click to make sure the Tauren are getting, attacks in, not just moving around. And here comes the Fire Lord, by the way, with Incinerate. Blows up that Tauren. No corpse there.
And Lin doesn't have that. He doesn't have the gold for that. He can't get rid of the corpses of Soin. He can't revive the Tauren now. Tauren on Tauren action has to go for the Blade Master. Backstep has to work, but Invuln is faster.
Huge right there. Shadowhunter is running low on mana despite all the mana items. The Fire Lord might be going down though. Level 1 hero, of course, very squishy. Blade Master still delivering the damage the way he's supposed to. Blade versus Blade right now. Windwalk against Purge. Lin is keeping up in supply so far here.
Moo, moo. We hear it everywhere. Lin, 6 safe on the Shadowhunter, needs it. Maybe a little counterplay, anything to stop this Blade. Body block not working as good as it did on Turtle Rock, so the Info Potion saves him. Love that the Grunt is paying attention, and that is Soin tapping out. Lin is alive.
Yeah, okay, Lin wins that game in the late game. It looked terrible, actually, the way he was getting punished so much in the economy. Level 4 Blade with good items, and Shadowhunter also with amazing items in the end, I think, win this for Lin. Shadowhunter had Pendant, Sobi Mask, and Robe of the Magi. Huge items for him. Great items on the Blade Master as well. Barely managing this comeback here. And maybe with that, there is still some hope.
You were all doubting him. Never doubt the War Chief, everybody. There's still lots of potential here for the reverse sweep. Soin, I would say, also someone who could start thinking now. He was close. He had all the tools. He could have pushed it. But maybe it was not careless, but overconfident. Not patient enough. It's again about patience, eh? And then Lin took that moment and turned it around. Deviants, thank you for the 10 euros. So cool. Welcome. What a win by Lin. Everything was bad for him, but this fight in the middle was insane. Almost as insane as your Division 2 match on Thursday evening. You wonderful, wonderful soul.
Yeah, Lin here, maybe there's still some hope left for him. I hope this is an energizing moment for him. Now, it's going to be 2 map picks for Soin coming up. But of course, this is not going to be as impactful in the mirror match. There's not big balance implications with the maps. It's just a player preference kind of a thing. And if Lin wins the next map, then we're all squared up. Everything's even. And all of a sudden, that bad start can be forgotten and forgiven.
Right on. We've seen some reverse sweeps recently. Yesterday, the series between Happy and 1-0 went from 2-0 to 2-2. And there was also a mirror match. So sometimes it's just one moment that just clicks, and all of a sudden you feel better. Your mouse control is back. The items are in your favor as well. And this has to be somewhat of a series like that for Lin. Good to see shades of the real Lin that we love so much.
Yeah, it took a long time there as well on that map, right? Like the first 10 minutes, he was still getting bloodied up. He had a broken nose, he was limping like Carlos Ulberg. His ACL might have been ripped, but somehow he clutches it out, mainly with the help of very strong heroes. Moving on to map number 4, we're going to go to Northern Isles. I wonder if there's still a chance for faster play here. If it's like a shorter map where you can get lots of creeping in, fast levels, quick level 3, I think there's still a window for the faster. Although, with how it failed on Turtle Rock, maybe it's just not the day for him.
Well. We got Soin in the lobby. Lin taking his sweet time. Audience is memeing. He took off the cardigan back in the when we had player cameras. Lin was only the real Lin when he was not wearing a red cardigan. There was like, I don't know, weights on the shoulders that always held him back. Maybe it is such a moment now when he joins the lobby.
Of course, these are our only 2 Orc players today. FoCuS is waiting in the other matchup. It might very well be a second Orc mirror coming up today. And, you know, if FoCuS continues to play well, maybe he is our #1 Orc threat in this tournament. I gotta say, though, with Lin now having shown some clear errors, and all these players having displayed some weaknesses so far, I'm not 100% sure they're going to be a great challenge to 1-0 and Happy then in the final stages tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow's another day, I would say. Like, the Lin of today doesn't have to be the Lin of tomorrow.
True, but sometimes that form sticks with you.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes also you recover better from map to map. Lin took a moment, centering his inner Zen again, I imagine. Ready now, loading in for map 4.
Let's go, everybody. Fight for survival still there. Soin, can he close out the series now? I say, if Lin wins this map now, he's also going to win the third.
I'm with that. Yep. I can see it. Reverse sweep might finally be happening. We finally got our first 5-mapper yesterday, of course. Happy versus 1-0 upper bracket final. We've had quite a few one-sided series so far before that tournament. Hopefully this is going to be another close one.
Are you in the game?
Nope.
Are you in the loading screen as well?
I'm in the loading screen.
Hmm.
That should be a regame.
I hope so. Otherwise, we have no picture. Don't know what's going on. Nobody. Oh, it looks like we remake the lobby, eh? Everything's frozen. I don't have a mouse cursor anymore. Remo, help me! Panic!
Yeah, we got some time still. Everyone's leaving the lobby. Got to set up a new one.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, it's, yeah.
It's the perfect time to tell you guys something, because today, 2 things. Last day to sign up for Fountain of Mana League, an amazing grassroots competition in Warcraft 3 that nobody should really miss. !FOML for the link. There it is. Gonna put it in the YouTube chat as well for you guys out there. Boom. Ready? All right. Yeah. Seize the opportunity. Really cool. 2 matches per week you gotta play. And today is the last qualifier for the Tennessee Zug that will also be casted here. 6 p.m. Central European Summertime, a $2,000 tournament. You find the link in the chat. No, that didn't copy. Huh? Copy.
Is this?
Control C. There it is. On Pinger Pro. The more people sign up, the more we have to cast. We had an 18-year-old going through the qualifier number 3 that was amazing. Over Soima. That was not to be expected. So everybody got the chances here. Last chance. That is. We also have a last chance for Lin. If he loses this one, he's out of the final B Cup. Soin in the blue, Lin in the red. On Northern Isles.
Looking at the builds closely. What are we going to be seeing this time? We saw Blade Grunt into Torrents. We saw Blade straight into Walker Torrents. We even saw Fastier But yeah, from what the Farseer seem to be able to deliver, not much reason to expect him now. And now, a deviation in builds. We have an early barracks for Soin, but not for Lin. So it's going to be him, Mr. Lin, with the fast tech.
Funny that you say deviation when Xlord shows up in chat. Funny coincidence. Yeah, indeed. So, what are the builds? What are the heroes? So many different strats to play. Even Shadowhunters have made an appearance. Soin was already a huge Tauren lover in old patches on this map, so I would think he's going for that again. We have a Blade Mirror, just like we had on Shattered Exile.
Yeah, he is the carry to put your trust in. There is not really any other first hero choice for Orcs if you want to have a strong late game. Which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. We're going to have a 2 burrow tech over here. Wait, 2 burrow? No shop. He's going to go mirror image.
Well, maybe he just wants to wall off first and foremost. Mirror image. I think he's going crit. Crit into green.
And the peon here going for the shop.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty late tech for Soin. Lin's going to find himself quite ahead there, but Lin is going to be having a harder time leveling early on. So the Blade has to be aggressive, it seems.
Well, well, we had games where Blade Master crossed the map and ran into a wall of Soin. Is this walled off by Lin now? I'm not sure, actually.
Are under attack.
No.
No, right?
Definitely not. Nope. Now it is. With that next burrow.
Alrighty. Hopefully this prevents it. But yeah, crit it is. And Soin again with the claws. Nice start. Lin gets the circlet. Trying to put the pressure onto Soin. This shop isn't finished, but I doubt he has the damage. Yeah, he can't. Rather taking Murlocs away.
The cool thing is here, since it's crit first for Soin, Lin can be very annoying with the Windwalk. There's going to be no opportunity to Windwalk, of course, on the other side. So with that, he has the playmaking advantage right now.
Maybe that's what he needs. Plus a little bit of momentum. Maybe a steal here and there. Especially like every item. Super important. We have a marketplace here now. So if you fall behind in items, you can still even that out with a little bit of RNG. Soin now makes the way across the map, trying to go for Lin's base, but there's not much to be gathered there. Maybe go for item creeps, but I don't see too much success, to be
A
honest.
player's forces are under
Wand of
attack.
Illusion was really nice as well. This gives him, Lin, now more scouting opportunity. But Soin reacting smartly as well. Uses the grunts to take the little scraps from the green camp, and that should be level 2, surely.
Okay, and item hunt is on now. Who pimps the Blade Master the best? Who gets the higher crits? I think also Soin not going for crit 2 in hindsight. Maybe a mistake early on. We do have the claw for Lin, so damage is evened out, if not in favor for Lin.
No crit yet, though. Unlike Soin. And now he also has that Windwalk. 3 grunts, once again. Gonna be very good here, early game and mid game for creeping. As we pointed out, though, in the 5th supply fights with Taurens, they're gonna have a big disadvantage. So Soin needs to make sure he gets ahead on heroes here with the help of the grunts.
Lin still trying to snipe, doesn't find Soin at the moment. Grunts moved over to the Arachnithids, and Lin has to resort to little Murlocs. Not the greatest items here, of course, but everything's just waiting for the tier 2 to finish, where Lin is ahead due to the build order. Soin with
Snippers.
early warm. Okay, I like this one.
Forces are under attack.
Lady Luck maybe also wants to see a 5th map decided between these two. Wand of Illusion Scout sees the grunts up there, and there's no speed scroll. Actually, maybe he could kill one of these grunts.
Overlord still overlording. Blade is here. Hold on, that's level 2. Oh,
Big.
got it! And the Ring of Protection as well. He has more Windwalk. These grunts in jeopardy. The body block is so good. Oh, the double body block though. Look at him go. Nobody's moving. Great exchange between the two.
He didn't even Windwalk, by the way. If he Windwalks, he gets that kill easy, but he was like, nah, I block better than you. Don't need that Windwalk. And gets it, saves the mana. That is, again, a confident-looking Lin, suddenly.
Can we check him PC of the first 2 maps if that was the same Lin, or maybe his kid was playing for him there in that those 2 maps? Very, very deflated. Now we're online, or maybe Lin was a little bit hungover and it's now starting to like get into playable ranges.
You know, it took like 3 minutes to join the lobby. Maybe he did like we did back then, casting in our early years. Just punch back 2 little vodkas ahead of the stream, and then, you know, you come in swinging.
It's very irresponsible of us.
Dude, it would have been more irresponsible not to do it with how hungover we were sometimes.
Yep. That happened. Spill, people loved us.
I think so too.
Bring up
Look
the-
at that Blade Master. He's loving these items. He's got 4 great items already. The ring is not even bad. Also helpful. And what's happening now? He's clearly favored in this game. He's taking towards the strong Torrens. And has the better setup.
Very much so. Big mana potion. Amazing for the fight. We had the mana superiority already in map number 3 that gave Lin the win on Shattered Exile. Now that potion could be a game-winning item as well. Blade Master, no real threat. We all know crit level 2, but Lin no level 3.
Going for the shadow here, but with Spirit Link, he's pretty tanky. He's got a speed scroll running as well. Still taking a bunch of damage, but Shadow should be safe. Goes for the heal potion, taking no risks. Counterhack's now ready. Surprised he doesn't go for a grunt here.
Oh,
Goes for the
backstab.
blade.
No dispel yet. That was like 3 seconds away. Okay, a little bit more. But dispel was on the way here. Do you see chat, by the way, how they're all on the Lin hype train all of a sudden? 10 minutes ago, they were hating on him. Washed, retire, where's the APM? And now they all love him again. Like a flag in the wind.
That's the thing about sports and competition. People love to be critical, but once they start winning, all of a sudden they're everyone's darling again.
I don't know anybody who's critical here in this environment.
Critical! The Blade Master, hopefully.
Levels are looking good. And we get the marketplace full in. That's another big consumable. That's a mana stone! Holy shit, he'll wait for days.
Yeah, that's so sick, actually. That's so much bonus mana, not just for consumption, but also for passive regen. He's gonna use the mana potion first if he has to. Gonna have the mana stone in the back pocket. Blade Master's looking sick as well. Better setup, considering he doesn't have the grunts holding him back. And he stole the item! What a mana steal! Speaking of mana, give me some more!
Poor Soin, dude. It feels like he's completely falling apart. Lin has found his stride. Gets this one as well. I think Remo, the War Chief, has arrived.
Yeah, this early game has been insane. Early game now over. We're gonna get some real fights pretty soon. Does he get level 3 Shadow Hunter here? He might. Circle of Mobility, another good item. Gets a level 3 here. Soin needs like a hero kill right now. It's level 3 versus level 1 Shadow. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, to put this in perspective, usually it's about the race to level 3 for both Shadow Hunters, and the difference is like 0.1, 0.2 or something. This was an entire level difference. We're not giving him the pleasure of using all these items. We just farming them, and then Soin taps out in fear. The series is tied, and now we go game 5. Mamma mia, what a turn of events that is.
Yeah, we were so close to calling Lin washed and calling him, you know, phased and not concentrated and not motivated. But give him a couple of map wins, give him a chance for the reverse sweep. All of a sudden, he can still be the god gamer that we know he is so often. Heading into map 5. How's Soin feeling now? Seemed to be so close to the victory here. Dominant on maps 1 and 2. Also dominant for a long time on map 3. He was damn close to that victory. Now, it seems far away.
Yeah, this is not the development of a series that you want to have as a Soin. Doesn't strike me as a rock solid mental player who knows he can still do it. This was also his losers map. Like, he got dominated on his losers map. That's not a great sign, man.
Yeah, unlike it was on Shadowed Exile, it wasn't able to get so far ahead with the grunt creeping, wasn't able to harass the peons so much. And this seems to be a key thing to keep in mind here in Orc Mirror for both players. Make sure the peons are safe in the early game. You gotta go for that wall off. Lin had it here. No danger this time. And the chances are still there.
Right on. Shout out to Jim Trevet. Guys, I didn't wash myself for 3 weeks already and I'm still bad at the game. What am I doing wrong?
Oh, don't wash yourself now, dude. It's gonna get real bad when you do. Just keep going.
Exactly.
Keep going.
When the crust,
You're on the right track.
like, when the crust gets a second layer, that's when you go to Grandmaster level.
Correct. It's proven. It is known. We know also the next map, it's going to be Tidehunters for our deciding game. I think Tidehunters, very, very popular to go for Blade, Fast Tech, Rush with an early shop, and no grunts. We've seen that many times. Normally when you go for the Blade harass, you want to pick up a circlet on the way, heading to your opponent's base. So that hunt for the circlet is going to be quite important early on. We're going to get to see it momentarily if the players are ready.
Okay, who are we waiting for right now? Both are in the lobby. We go. Oh, that was a sound, I think. Where's that coming from?
It's the client sometimes making these little sounds. I've become so paranoid, sometimes I think it's the goddamn doorbell again, but no, it's very quiet.
I kind of know the invite sound, but that was... I didn't have that experience before. Doesn't matter. What matters is survival. This is the difference between surviving as top 6 or surviving as top 4. It's double the prize money for the winner of the next map. And of course the match against FoCuS or Kaho, where they definitely have chances to survive into this round of 3. Lin in the blue now. Soin in the red, Tidehunters. I wonder if someone goes for a cheese build now.
That would be really ballsy. Like, what do you even do? Farseer, all-in, rush?
Fire Lord, tower push.
Yeah, we have actually seen it quite a bit on this map, to be fair. FoCuS is really good with the strat. Infi is also really good with that strat.
Dude,
I think both these guys are gonna trust.
Infi and the Witch Doctors in Orc Mirror, man. What the
Dude, that is the most amazing strat ever. When that worked for the first time, it blew my mind.
Just to point it out here, there's like a 2% chance of seeing Shadow Hunters here. You can creep very nicely between the orange and the green with a pack of Serpent Wards. But I think this is more like a little bit of a lower level strategy. I would be very surprised to see that here. But Soin, maybe a little correspondence with FoCuS. He is indeed going for the Farseer.
Wait. Soin? Soin is playing Farseer.
Yes, sir. I checked.
Soin, what? Since when? This is like the first time in years I see him play Farseer.
Well, he's pretty good with that as well. You need it if you want to go for a rush.
How much practice does he have with that, though? I feel like I haven't seen this in forever. Okay, interesting. This might catch Lin off guard, because normally Soin never ever plays this.
I don't even know if that's true, actually. I feel like everybody is mixing it up quite a bit in the mirror matches. Just that he's probably better, but if he doesn't trust in the luck anymore, then why not go Farseer? A lot less dependent on items, that is.
Okay, so how does the Farseer Headhunter opening play into a tech rush? There's no grunts early. That's good news for the Headhunters. No additional normal damage against them. This might be a good matchup, actually. Obviously, Lin cannot rush Torrents here. You don't have the time. You're gonna die on tier 2 if you do. So Lin has to figure this out sooner rather than later, and then has to build back into grunts with a late barracks, I would think.
Lin bugged himself into the turtle. How the hell is that even? I don't want to know the details of that move, to be fair. Got a circlet, got a mantle. But yeah, Soin moving across the middle, doesn't want to be exposed to the blade at all.
Strategy has not yet been exposed either. Lin is just picking up items. Headhunter's gonna do the favor to him and gonna show themselves here in a moment. Ooh, imagine the last hit. Steal, that would be sick. There might be a chance. I guess not with the Windwalk. Now he knows. He got the slippers as well. And there's the barracks immediately.
Okay, pressure is on, man. Pressure is on. I like that he plays it safe here, not taking any unnecessary risks. And now, dude, what a reverse this is compared to the beginning. Blademaster is chasing the Headhunters around. Lin is chasing Soin around instead of the other way. Momentum has completely shifted.
Very close to that level up.
Gotta
Look
love
at
the
the
chat.
marketplace.
Gotta love the chat. First unit down. Oh, it's over.
Classic Twitch chat. So far, it's been only a single Headhunter. 2 more now joining from the main base, with more, of course, in production.
It's the YouTube chat, actually. You gotta scold the right people. FG, I thought better of you. Blade is here. Can he trap him there, maybe? Oh no, waiting for the creep.
Forces are under attack.
No. Oh, goes for the
Oh,
wolf.
misclick.
Yes, sir.
Lin here making a mistake again after a couple of maps of amazing play. That could have been his level up, but yeah, little misclick right there. And now Fastia is almost on 3. That's a scary level to have to face.
You know, I don't want to be over dramatic or something, but this could be one of these moments where Lin starts to doubt himself a little bit again. Oh my god, I missed it. I think he always expects perfection from himself and also winning everything, and now he got the momentum. Now this little misclick. Hopefully this doesn't start a downward spiral.
Lin is going Headhunters, by the way.
Yep.
Not Grunts.
I mean,
interesting.
if he's getting towered, he can hide behind the buildings. He's also going Shaman against Wolves and expecting Fastia.
Yeah. The Shaman have to deliver, though. If he doesn't deal with the Wolves, they're gonna destroy those Headhunters.
Yeah, that's a very defensive setup. Wonder if he goes reinforced defenses as well. I think he should.
Oh, he's going tier 3. Soin on the way to tier 3 has not been seen yet by the Blade. He passed by the Orc main base, but it was nighttime. Pretty sure he didn't have that vision.
Interesting switch up by Soin. I think everybody expected a tier 2 push. Good though, that he's not too calculatable.
Of course, Lin's gonna figure this out sooner rather than later. If the push isn't coming your way, you're gonna start to get suspicious very soon. And Lin also has a great potential open to himself to go tier 3. If he goes tier 3, which now he starts, he could go Bloodlusted Blademaster.
Bro, I have seen Bloodlusted Blademaster this Thursday in Zokol vs Ina. What a sight that was, dude. It was like close to midnight, Thursday night. I was casting for 11 hours and that was still bringing so much joy to my heart. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
And it's the ideal setup for a Blade, that's for sure. Shadowhunter now out for Soin as well. A little bit of solo creeping. Almost level 2. And now Lin, I think it's all about creeping at the moment. He wants to get as strong as he can, fast as he can, level up on those heroes. If you're secure with a strong Blade Master, with Bloodlust on top, with these items, which are already good, get even better, the Blade is supposed to be the late game carry.
We fight in the middle. We've seen wild Makruras here. Turtle stolen. No level 3 on Lin, though. That's usually a power spike, disengaging from the fight, as he probably should.
Trying to save the Shaman with the heal wave. Might not be doable. One goes down. Uh-oh. Remember what I said? If the Shaman don't deliver, the danger of the Wolves is now here.
I actually don't, so good that you say it again.
Yeah, the Headhunters here are gonna have a tough time, most likely. Blade Master, can you do it now? Pretty much by yourself. Headhunter's trying to fall, starting to fall. And then, of course, falling back into the recesses of his base. Headhunter numbers dwindling. Lin down to only 3.
Oh man, this is not great, man. 30 food versus 38. You can rely on a strong Blade Master, of course, the longer the game goes. Once again, this is about survival in the final B Cup ever. You can't fall like this. This was a beautiful ambush by Soin. Tier 3 is done. We go TC again makes sense. You don't need a Fire Lord when there is no Tauren, and there won't be any Tauren. Lin still needs time, 16 seconds till tier 3, and Shaman. He has to rebuild Shaman and tech the Shaman. This is a long window, or big window for Soin.
Berserker Kodos versus Berserker Bloodlust is what it's gonna be. Blade about to hit level 3. Shadow 3 will be just as important. Cap might be enough for both of them here. One of Mana Stealing, also quite nice. Big item picked up in the north. Big healing potion, good for the TC that should be. But the permanent items on Soin are minimal. He's got almost nothing.
Got a Circlet, that's about it. On the other side, Circlet, Slippers, Claws, Mantle. Really good. Plus, there's still a lot of experience at the bottom. The gentleman parts, as Grinchy likes to call him. Gets good vision there as well. How much of a damage boost is Bloodlust? Do we know this? Because Kodos is 20%, right? A flat out 20%. But on average, how much is Bloodlust?
Yeah, Bloodlust is a lot. It's not just attack speed, it's also move speed, which means, especially for melee units, you get into range quicker. It is incredible on a Blade Master. It's also higher proc chance from the Orb of Lightning. It's real good.
And
it's real good.
And there's no Dispel. Good point by Max. By the way, thank you for the sub. I am Kilu. Are you the old Unreal Tournament player? That'd be bonkers. We probably ask you that every time you sub and constantly forget, but big fan back then.
Alright, here we go. Next push coming in. Supply lead on Soin. How the Stomp's gonna land. Could be amazing. Oh, Lightning Shield! Can't be dispelled, of course!
Yeah, we gotta survive though. Stomp, heal wave, anything. Chain lightning. Cow is alive for now. Now it bites the dust. Soin 46, but no Blade Master. You need this blade. Somehow the hero focus doesn't work, and Soin gotta retreat.
A lot of mana blasted already. Falling back a little bit, healing up. Lin, by the way, didn't priority cast the blade, the Bloodlust on the blade.
Yep.
Seems to be a mistake for sure, but he has the invuln still.
Going to the back, needs that invuln soon, I feel. A Hex, a Stomp, a combo, could be it! This looked like the animation was already up, but no mana. Blade Master clearing the floor here. Headhunters falling left, right, going for the Kodo, trying to take out the damage boost, and of course get the Berserker back, and it works!
TC about to be back. 2 seconds. Lin is doing really well in this defense. Looks like he's pulling it off right now if the blade survives, which he does, coming out of the Windwalk, looking for another kill. This is a big lead for Lin right now.
Oh, damn! He is still down in supply, but he can rebuild quite cheap, can he not? Like, Headhunter is cheap, Shaman rather cheap. Still got a heal potion. This was quite expensive, but he also has lots of room to grow. So he doesn't have, like, what can you do without Dispel against this? It's amazing! And I don't think he has the time to go for Walkers and Dispel upgrade. That's minutes.
Taking a moment here, taking a breather, going over to the gold mine. It's going to be level 2 level up for the TC. That aura is great for everybody. I'm very surprised the blade didn't rush to the shop immediately. It seems like the invo potions here are so important. And right now it's being ignored.
Well, let me tell you something about shop control. We talk about it so much that it has its own emote. Wanted to, made an attempt to steal here, but no. Big mana pot on the TC. Devotion aura for Lin, who's now going to the shop. Everything is available here. Money is rare, though.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lovely game here for the map 5 decider. By the way, I've forgotten my catchphrase. Of course, we have rah 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 in this game, but only on one side. And that is the side with a stronger late game triple hero.
We got the Berserker, though. That's also some sort of bloodlust, I guess.
Ooh, mirror image.
Indeed. Love that mirror image. So hard now. He wants to have a lot of solution against the hero focus, but that also means no invo potions. Still up at the shop.
Nice stomp. Secures the item. Hellstone, really good, of course. TC level 3, very nice, but taking a lot of damage. There's a heal wave coming in. Counter heal wave, other side. Blade Master, another mirror image. This is for the mana for now.
Oh, Stomp is good. Lightning shield, so much damage, but it's about the blade.
Oh,
Stomp gets him! The mirror image can't help him. The potion is down. We praised Lin so much. The army looked so good, but all of a sudden it's all Soin. Greater mana. Going for the next one. Shadow Hunter taking out as well. Lin, what a fall from grace.
Has to send something to the tavern. Needs to get a tavern res on one of these heroes. Soin with the triple hero winning against Blade, it seems. Getting that kill as well. Amazing execution with a Hex Stomp combo before and now again. Triple hero kill.
Soin fireworks all of a sudden. Shades of Francis.
Way.
It's over! It's over! It's all over! Just like yesterday. The series goes from 2-0 to 2-2, but then Soin finds his rhythm once again. And Lin's army may be a little bit too fragile. The missing Invo potion might maybe haunt him. Last B-Cup match ever for Lin, and he is out with a top 6 finish only.
Oh, Lin, you just needed to creep, right? Just avoid the fights, creep up more, get the levels, get the invul. I thought he had an invul, but I guess he didn't because he bought the Tome of Retraining.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh. Sick decision, though. The way Soin turned this around, the Blade came in trying to kill his TC, so he goes for the Blade Hex to slow down that damage, realizes, hey, there's a kill chance here with a Stomp, and in return, very good. Fast thinking. Lin so close to that comeback, but didn't get it.
Also, mad respect for Soin, man. It's so easy to lose all hope, to lose faith in his abilities and in his plays, in his strats, and he completely switches it around. Different first hero, super evasive creep route. It's also easy to see this army of Lin with like tier 3, Blade Master, Bloodlust, it's all coming together. You are stuck there with whatever you have, and then you still find a way with that Orc hero focus.
Yeah, this matchup is so fun when there's tier 3 involved. Doesn't matter if it's Blade or Farseer or whatever, but when there's tier 3 with the Shaman, with the triple hero, with Kodo, sometimes even Torrens, super cool. Yeah, love it.
Well. When will we see Lin back is now a big question. We will see Soin back later today in a match against the upcoming winner, Kaho or FoCuS. I think we can expect another Orc mirror then, but we also expected Lin to go through. He was the big favorite. He had the better stats, the best stats of all of them. But hey, on a tournament day, on an elimination day, if one player is not bringing his A game and the other player is peaking, everything is possible.
Yeah, one of the big favorites now out of the running. Chat already wondering, wait a minute, does that mean that the Undead's just gonna plow through when meeting the grand final? Is there anybody who can stop them? Well, we're gonna find that out today. It is not Lin, as most people may have predicted. It's gonna have to be one of the others.
Dude.
Is it gonna be Soin, Kaho, FoCuS?
It would be so cool. Like, obviously, rooting for all of them, right? Great players. But in a week where Soin gets called out for being like the gatekeeper player for the A tier, it would be phenomenal if he makes the top 3 over FoCuS, over Lin as the best finishing Orc. That would be such a statement.
Yeah, absolutely. Would be also a very interesting matchup against FoCuS if we get to that later. FoCuS, last I saw, big fan of the Farseer. But yes, Soin, he wins with the Farseer. Final map won with the Farseer. I would not have predicted that at all. Catches me by surprise, maybe also Lin.
Speaking of predictions, nobody has the perfect prediction anymore. Nobody expected Soin to go through over Lin. Not a single soul. And that is now everybody able to take the title again. We are in the lobby for the next one. The last remaining Night Elf against FoCuS coming up. Of course, WC3L Happy will cheer for FoCuS quite a bit. If you guys want to watch the final 2 days of B-Cup without any ad interruptions, that's the subscription button that's there for you. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can connect that to your Twitch account. You get 1 sub for free per month. Plus the chat badge, the add-ons, you can pause and rewind and catch up with the most brilliant moments there are. And of course, supports the channel quite a bit. Just like our partner of the month, OperaGX. Remo.
I was wondering, are you gonna go on or not?
Passing it to you now.
OperaGX has been kind enough again to partner with us. Not the first time they have realized that we are great just as they are the greatest browser there is out there for gamers. It doesn't hog your RAM, and it is great for all the needs that gamers have. We have a sidebar integration, lots of different features, and it has made the rounds already. We know now we have the best browser out there for us gamer folk. It is OperaGX. Not only does it perform great, it looks great, it feels great. It is your time for greatness. Download it now. Help us get up to 1,000 as well. That's a little benchmark we would love to hit.
Exactly. We get a little bit of a bonus for every download and install you do with our link. Plus, that is in the About section. That's in the stream description. That is !OperaGX. Plus, for every 150, we get a little bit of a bonus as well. And with that, we're waiting for the game to start. What's the tournament so far for both of these players? I think FoCuS was kind of expected to go through exactly this stage in the tournament. He was up against Elegant in the round of 16, obviously. Big favorite going into that. Maybe not taking it ultra seriously, dropping a map, but whatever. The other maps, he was super dominant. Against Moon was a statement, dude. 3-0, just complete destruction. Yesterday against Happy, though, not the best FoCuS, not fast enough, not clean enough, but the record versus Moon shows. If there's a beast against Night Elf right now, it's FoCuS. Just as Moon is the best Night Elf versus human player by far, I think also FoCuS is the best Orc versus Night Elf player by far, and Kaho has a hell of a task ahead of him.
One good thing is there's lots of game tape to study for him. FoCuS has not been shy about playing these tournaments. FoCuS has never been shy about that. He basically plays every tournament. He is the workhorse. He's always there to be trusted, always there to play good. And sometimes, if it's in really good shape, go far beyond that. Sometimes he goes very far in these tournaments. Is this one of those tournaments? We hope so. We hope he doesn't crumble now, because in all honesty, that also is a side to FoCuS, a face of FoCuS that we've seen plenty of over the years.
Yeah, but if you look at the recent results, he is going into this as the clear favorite. 5-0 in the last Gladiator Cup, 4-1 before. In WSB, a clear 3-1. There wasn't a single series where Kaho even looked competitive, but this is B-Cup, man. This is the big stage. Kaho was already looking a lot better in the winner bracket quarterfinal than he was before. Also in the lower bracket yesterday, he looked quite insane. So this is the best Kaho in a while. If there's a Kaho that can beat FoCuS, it's this one.
Interestingly, Kaho does have a slight advantage career stats-wise between the two, with a 54% win rate, despite FoCuS's seeming superiority in recent times. But hey, we had one upset today already. Lin seemed to be getting close to the comeback, but couldn't quite pull it off. I wonder if there's any special preparation here for Kaho. He has been known to innovate sometimes, including with the Pit Lord. Third. I mean, how could you not love him then?
I do. I absolutely do. I think that was a very, very cool idea and an evolution. He also brought stuff into competitive Warcraft like Potom third, right? Against Undead, for example. When for 2 decades, every single player thought Potom is more or less useless. The Owl is super useless. He showed us the way. So hopefully there is a new layer to this play. So far, so standard though. Demon Hunter, Claws, Immolation, and contesting spots.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nice scouting here with the Grunt. Attempting a little last hit. Doesn't quite get it. Demon with the first 2 items. And those are amazing. Claws and Slippers. Exactly the start you want.
Right on. This is a lot of damage. There's also a bit of armor. Couple of questions in the YouTube chat. Is there any ATR tournaments planned? Not that I'm aware of. When will you guys cast together in real life? If we make a new Rara Land work, and it's up to the venue to accept or decline the offer, then that will surely be the moment.
Yeah, it would be super fun to do that again. To also meet many of you in the chat. Again, we had the pleasure, honor, and great time of meeting many from the chat already before in previous Rara Lands. and enjoy 1 or 2 beers maybe together.
And
Maybe-
you can
maybe-
do
maybe
that.
2.5.
You can do that with me in June in Krefeld for our German league with Fishy and Sparta and lots of other people. Exclamation mark Inferno finals alongside the Dota and Age of Empires finals.
Strategy game festivities, that's gonna be.
Player's forces
Only some some chess is missing to make that a perfect strategy game weekend. What's your elo in chess, Neo?
I know how to move the units,
That's good.
but you know, it's too simple for me. Chess is a game for dummies, dude. They only have two
It's
races.
always a mirror match, right? It's a little boring.
It's always a mirror match. It's only 2 factions. They only have 64 tiles instead of the millions that we got on a Warcraft map. Balance
Yeah.
is atrocious. Like how white always is in the lead.
It's it needs a little bit of a balanced design team, I think. Maybe I should make some suggestions.
Right on. Very, very, very calm game here. That's why we have the time to talk about nonsense. But things are heating up. As always, when we get to tier 2, Shadow Hunter versus Keeper, the age-old battle.
Oh, he spotted the archers somehow with a speed scroll. Looks like at least one is going to be in serious danger here. Oh, if he saves this will be pretty impressive. Ah, impossible. But he gets the deny at least. Hey, you can call that a win.
And double lore, no talents here. Keeper standard as the opener to the series. I think this was to be expected. FoCuS also knowing, well, Chinese orcs oftentimes very keen on going bears. By the way, Kaho yesterday was by 1-0, I think, or colorful, compared to Remind.
Yes, I saw that.
What do you think about it?
I cannot put Remind down as any sort of player. I just know that he played way more bears than anybody else did back then for a good while. But that's about the only thing I can say about his play.
Right, yeah, I also thought that comparison doesn't really fit. But hey, what do we know?
By the way, speaking of bears, they're going to be late this game. There's going to be mass dryads. And the Demon Hunter also has to pay attention to that one. Keeper shows up, can protect him with the entangle. Still a bit scary here around the green camp.
Could be 4 dryads into bears. Oh, redo, blade, entangled, FoCuS.
Oh!
Close. Oh, he dies on level 1. He had an invo potion, probably conscious decision to not use it, I would say. Because it's a level 1 hero and you're not giving up too much. The dryads aren't here. The keeper wasn't in position. You won't lose more. But exclamation mark Kaho.
Early staff on the Keeper comes from the early shop, of course. That's why I mentioned bears will be late, perhaps even very late. When you want to go bears quickly, you need to save all the money you can. Now he is going tier 3 after all. Confusing build, I haven't seen that before. Alright, I have to take some of that back. Next item up for grabs. Shadow Hunter also up for grabs. FoCuS just gifting these heroes away. Double hero kill.
Okay, Kaho is cooking, man. Hot so far this performance. That is a lot about experience. Of course, this matchup, you want to rely on high-level crits. You want to have that high-level heal wave. So far, it's only Kaho running away with the series.
Yeah, this first map looking great for him indeed. Blade Master shows back up for a bit more creeping to finally get that level 2. Illusion Scout here making Kaho second guess. If there's a danger of a steal right here.
But playing it with respect, still getting the last hits relatively easy. Now, of course, Kaho has all the time and space he needs for the tier 3, for the bears, for the orb, for everything. Only a bit of illusions here. That's not much. Big distraction. FoCuS has a hill to climb this map.
Maybe some big items could help out. This one is the Belt of Giant Strength. Not really the perfect drop you are hoping for. But some more experience at least. But yeah, Kaho certainly had on experience as well. Almost level 3 demon. He's gonna get it here, opening up a natural as we speak. Both players.
Yeah, I want to point out something that chat said. Interesting that this is the neutral map. It's usually an elf map pick. I definitely agree, Ernesto. It's usually the elf pick. It's also somewhat neutral playground, but yeah, surprising that this made it through the veto process as the neutral map.
Yeah, we'll see which maps we get to later. I know that FoCuS is a big fan of Twisted Meadows in this matchup. Wait, we don't have Twisted in this tournament.
We don't have Twisted in the tournament.
Sadly.
Exactly. FoCuS also feels like, oh, I gotta get something done, man. A little risque going for the red spot already. But he also should know that Kaho is on the opposite side of the map. And that suits him real well. He's going for an expo. He stays in punching distance. He's close to the shop. I like this positioning a lot.
Yeah, there's lots of good items available here at the red. So many, actually. Helm of Valor. Yup, that's one of them. Blade Master now really, really strong.
Looking good, looking good. Ancient could have been used in a possible scout, possible attack. FoCuS takes it out. Master Bears is finished. And then it's time... Oh, we have the orb already. We got ring +5, man. Nobody's items are bad this game. I like what I see.
Yeah, absolutely. Both first heroes looking really good here. Demon, though, would love to be level 4. Doesn't quite have that. Shadow would love to have level 3. Doesn't quite have that either. And that might be even more painful. Would be great to get that here at the green for FoCuS. Keeper is 3 already. That's a great time.
Shadowhunter still trailing a little bit. Gets solo experience. Not enough for 3. And then it's a lot about army compositions, right? We've seen Soin with heavy Kodos. We can't say that so far for FoCuS. Want to take away these bears, but it's also only 3 bears. Kaho pulling back a little bit, giving FoCuS more time.
Kaho waiting for reinforcements. There's a 55 supply. This could be the perfect setup again for the Pit Lord. Needs 150 gold more.
And then what kind of Pit Lord is it going to be? Is it a Cleave Lord? Is it a Howl Lord? There is Dispel, but there's so much to Dispel.
Wisps are being brought in as well. Some detonates will surely hit. And there he is! Gogonash!
Okay, we go indeed. But we fight with this. 2 Kodos, the Walker's not part of the fight for now. It's 4 of them. Wisps are coming in. Can go to the left-hand side flank to detonate against the mana. Looking fine. Kodos marching forward. Get the bear. Raiders suffering. So are Dryads, but there's still so many of them.
Entangle the Blade Master, not getting dispelled immediately. Detonates in the back. The Walkers are running low on mana, slowly but surely. Not too much dispel left over here.
Exactly, and there will be more Howl. The Blade Master is controlled by Entangle as well. That's the lack of dispel that I mean. And all of a sudden, it's only Walkers left against Dryads and this Demon Hunter. Not too sure if he can handle this.
Kodo goes down. Back up Kodo, looking for the Devourer. Next Kodo as well. Kaho is sniping these really well. Mana Potion saves the Kodo, but only 1 unit was healed right there.
Another Kodo. I don't think you can get out there, or can you, with Entangle? Pit Lord requires another redo. Demon Hunter level 4 got the potion, but decides to not pass it. Maybe Pit Lord did its job. Maybe he wants to keep the Demon Hunter safe, which is arguably the way more important hero, so he can carry this game by himself. FoCuS gets a little bit more control with the Raider.
He's so tough to bring down. He's got such great inventory. Plus 15 strength. It might be close to a record. Now with the Invo Potion, invulnerable for a couple of seconds, but he's gonna need some healing as well. Shadowhunter there got burned before the heal wave. A bit of a mistake perhaps, but back to the shop we go. Clarity running, more healing to come.
Both players have to lick their wounds. Maybe a little more licking needed for Kaho. There is another Kodo. There's a bear in the belly, so FoCuS has perfect vision for the army composition. He is able to do some damage on the peons, but without too many bears here, there's no threat to the Great Hall, just for the peons.
IHP Blade Master also takes a while to heal up with more than 1,000 hit points. Peons have retreated here partly. FoCuS knows he needs a little bit of time to do the healing. Now going back in. Forgot one of his groups there for a moment. Yep, you want to bring your whole army, that's for sure.
Unit groups, eh? It's been the story of this weekend for FoCuS. More peons. I mean, the Great Hall itself is no issue, right? It is the peons. If he takes them out, there's no extra mining. We go in now. How much control and how much damage are the raiders? How much mana can we use? There's nothing left really on the Keeper.
No dispel left on the Dryads either. Hex in theory could be really good. And now, magic damage of course against the Bears. Powerful as always. Blade taking quite a bit of damage right there. Mana potion, heal wave, just turn against the entangle. Pit Lord is going to go down again, but level 1, he's going to come back soon also.
Exactly. Blade Master level 4. You cannot afford to lose that one. 2 bears still in the bellies here. The ethereal form by FoCuS is wonderful. Can't attack them with anything right now. Mana burn, maybe immolation at some point, but he's out of mana anyway. Neck and neck fight between the two, but more bears are falling. FoCuS maybe taking the initiative, but so far no solution against the demon.
Indeed. When the Blade is in the fight, there's basically nothing to kill the Demon Hunter. Blade now coming back in with the Wind Walk. We got one more. Heal wave. There it is. And Ensnare's already. 1 on the Demon. He's got a second one as well. Can he try to go for the kill right there? Backing off, Disenchant, Spiritling. Good use of these walkers here by FoCuS.
Big Devourers coming in at least once. More Dryads, more control. Needs so much healing now. Do we have the time? A little bit of immolation for one kill. Maybe the other as well. It's the last drop of mana and he can't reach this one. But that means peons are very attackable again.
Mana is super low, however. No immolation, no entangle at the moment. Keeper level 4 is nice. The Pitlord gonna be back in a second, but more bears are necessary.
Ooh, Portal. That's so much time for FoCuS now. 50 food, you can devour, you get the levels, you can get up the economy, and heal selves, clarity, stock up, invo potion. This is FoCuS on the finish line here in map 1.
Hard to imagine the early game was the way we saw it. It was a huge lead for the Night Elf. A bit worrying that an early game like this was now turned around by FoCuS, who certainly did very well towards the mid and late game. Creeping up now more, getting further experience, closer to level 5s, and still has that big army.
Stemming against the defeat is Kaho. So close. Hard, of course, again. Both heroes, Demon Hunter and Pitlord, love items, rely on items, but only one can have them, or both are only half as strong as they could be. We march forward once again. We're still devouring one bear on the left-hand side. Kodo is hungry again, I assume. Pitlord, finally 2, and we got cleave.
Night Elf heroes being ignored for now, going after the Dryads and Bears instead. Here's FoCuS. Kodo devours, not working out too well. Okay, there it is. Got it now. Blade Master low HP, but had that invo potion crucially from the shop.
And the demon doesn't. Keeper has to pass it over. That's 7-second safety. We have another redo, I assume, but maybe not. Blade, heal wave. Damage output is good though. Pitlord leaning it in. Another bear. Right click, maybe. Demon Hunter running after him. Entangle. The little hags. The immo. The Pitlord. The kill.
What about the Keeper? Also seems to be getting surrounded right here. Can he get out? I don't think so. The rejuvenation can't be dispelled. Doesn't have the mana. No, he does. Fresh Walker comes in. So much damage also from the immolation, but the Keeper is trapped and dead. And a big level 5 for the Shadow.
Holy smokes, man. Pitlord versus Shadowhunter. Usually they're a team in 2-2s in the Taker games. Now they're on opposite ends, and that is indeed the end for Kaho, who taps out. FoCuS taking map number 1, but what the hell of a match this was.
Yeah, that was a good one. Fun back and forth. FoCuS there a little bit sleepy maybe at the start of the game, losing 2 heroes in the early game. Normally, that's a death sentence, but FoCuS here fought back really well. Again, I feel it goes to show how strong orcs have become against this Demon Hunter Bear Dryad style, which seems to be trending downward more and more. I wonder if Kaho has some different strategy set up. We have been seeing a bit of Keeper first play lately, even with hunts, even if that didn't always look the greatest. But yeah, I gotta say I don't have too much trust right now in this Demon Dryad stuff.
We hopefully see an evenly strong, if not stronger, Kaho now on his losers map. Echo Owls should once again be the same build. I would be very much surprised to see anything different. And then we'll see what the variations are. But yeah, Kaho also a player who tends to get frustrated from time to time. Very similar to Lin. And that game was a game he could have won, but was overtaken in the end. I hope he's stable and just brings his A game, turns this around.
He had a great early game. He got those wonderful kills. He had fantastic creeping. Really good items as well. Maybe not on the Pit Lord, but certainly on the Demon Hunter. The Pit Lord has always looked the best when you have some items immediately to give him to benefit right away from like rings or claws or whatever. Especially rings of protection seem to be so good for him.
But then you expose your Demon Hunter.
Yeah, I guess ideally the Keeper carries 1 or 2 until the Pit Lord comes out. If you're sure you're going to add him anyways. Our next map coming up is going to be Echo Isles. That map is great for getting lots of claws or rings. Lots of opportunities from the creep camps and the marketplace. Also, however, normally considered very good for orc expansions.
Lots of things can happen on Echo Isles. Shop control will be important, of course. Zeppelin. Zeppelin not possible on Echo Isles. That's the one thing you cannot play here. Waiting for BBC as it seems. Once again, Fountain of Mana League signups end tonight. Exclamation mark FOML, F-O-M-L. And at 6 p.m. there is a Tennessee Zuxo qualifier, the last Tennessee Zuxo qualifier. 2 spots for the $2,000 main event. An 18-year-old human talent was able to make it last time. So why shouldn't you? On a good day. Come in, find out. Great environment, great tournament. Sign up, support this as well a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool initiative there. In between, as a little intermission for as much time as we're going to have, Infi versus 120 show match as well in the Gladiator Cup.
Oh, really?
I think so.
You know, Infi, of course, always very critical of 120. And then throughout the week, he lost a show match to PCG.
Yep.
Yo, that was probably a day that Infi want to forget as fast as possible.
Yeah, 120 also is looking for the right opportunity, he said, to give a gift to Infi. Well. Maybe today is the opportunity.
Maybe today is the day. Dude is supposed to practice Undead Mirror.
Maybe Infi's going to play Undead. That's what he did against PCG.
Oh, yeah, true, actually. And then he lost.
I hope not, though. That would be not very even, most likely.
Well, will this series be even? After this map, can Kaho strike back? Top 6 finish for him. Already a little bit of a positive surprise in the absence of all the other Night Elves now. The last remaining hope for the Sentinel. Historically, FoCuS is far, far ahead. The last encounters were all in FoCuS's favor. The Tug of War on map 1 was very promising though. Kaho, if you can step it up just a notch, then you're gonna take this one and make this a series.
Certainly has what it takes. The early game looked absolutely phenomenal. Find an early game like that again. Have a better follow-up. Maybe that can be your ticket. Pitlord has been really cool, but he's been a bit hit and miss, right? Sometimes he looks really good. Other times, impact seems rather low, where he just gets chopped down quickly, gets out one Howl of Terror that might just get dispelled. I also noticed in that fight, previous map, the first Howl he used was basically entirely dispelled by the Wisps. Maybe some optimization can be done there.
Yeah, that's right. But you don't have too much dispel. There is Roar, Reju, Entangle, Howl. So much. Maybe sometimes the Scroll of the Beast. Oh no, you sell that probably because he has bears. But you get what I'm saying. There's so much to dispel. At some point, there shouldn't be any dispel left. And then the Howl, of course, comes in clutch.
Yeah, we've also seen in the past a couple of rejuvenation plays where when the Walker's completely out of mana, all of a sudden they come reinforcing bears. Rejuve on the Demon Hunter can swing the fight around. Not what we saw there on the first map, although things got close. That blade kill was very promising, but by that point, second blade kill actually. By that point, Kaho was too far behind. 2 Blade Master deaths, I guess, technically, map 1. And still a win for FoCuS.
One could say the orcs are getting into Night Elf territory where hero focused kills don't matter anymore. They just buy him back at the tavern. And continue owning.
Get him back, get him back, get him back, back.
That'd be foolish, of course.
Ideally, want to try to keep those alive. Blade Master here. Very aggressive. Not even creeping for the claws at the start. He's trying to intercept the first creep at the null.
Ooh, this is not to be expected. Nice surprise by
Oh.
FoCuS.
Got the
Brother.
socks. That's huge.
That's so crisp. That's so clean. That's almost, I want to call it innovative. Who does this?
Also, though, aren't Wisps supposed to scout for that? They kind of are.
Well,
I feel like Kaho allowed that a bit too easily.
Demon Hunter got the blindfold on. He doesn't see that far. He will see some damage. And he will
The
see
Wisps
some...
have a face. Look at him.
That's a mask that they draw onto
A player's forces are
themselves.
under attack.
Okay.
Also,
so-
they only have a face since Reforge. No?
Oh, it might be true, actually. So you're saying they don't really have eyes to see, so their sight vision, their vision range should be, like, minimal. Like, 100 range.
All I'm saying, maybe they work like, you know, bats. They don't really see. They're kind of blind, but you know, the echo load or whatever it's called.
A player's forces
Echolocation,
are under
yeah.
attack.
What do I know?
Ultrasound Wisps, I mean, I could see it, but then the question is, where's that voice coming from if they don't have lungs?
And that better not be an upgrade. It took them 2 years to upgrade Ultra Vision. If we get Ultrasound, that's another 2 years.
Oh, ultrasound. Night Elves have more vision when they hire boats. Who's gonna carry the boats? There's one map we had recently being introduced with boat access. That was Warhail. Kind of interesting.
Didn't stick. It's too big.
Didn't stick.
Apparently.
Are you trying to say it didn't fit because it was too big?
I would never make such a statement in a BBC tournament.
A player's forces are under attack.
Well played, alright. Blade Master is looking strong over here, looking big if you will. Same for the Demon Hunter, got 3 good items already.
Both can't complain. It is the expected battle for the marketplace. I feel like Kaho is very fragile here, and FoCuS looks really ruthless, nice aggression, good damage, good execution, good timings. I see a lot of good here in FoCuS map too.
Did you also have the ruthless aggression in your head there a moment ago?
Yes.
Oh, Demon almost getting surrounded here next to the trees. They're both hurt, though. Crit is dangerous. Both in danger. Falling back here, close to disaster.
One crit, man. One crit. I was about to say evasion can carry as well, but we don't have evasion. We got mana burn and immo. That's the second circlet for FoCuS. Claims map control. And again, I want to point out, we can talk about Demon Hunter and Blade Master all we want, right? But the support of the 2 grunts against the Demon Hunter, essential in this phase.
Yeah, even ran down that one archer. Very nice usage of the speed scroll. Always really fun when you get 2 goals achieved with 1 speed scroll with 2 separate units. Nice little high level play right there. They just sold the Gloves of Haste. I feel like players still underappreciate the gloves. You know?
I kind of get this at this timing. It's the beginning of tier 2. You have a lot of expenses. Slippers also get you...
Oh.
Wait a
Hex around!
second!
Wait, he had him! For a second! He had him! He moved! What are you doing?
Oh, there was another Hex almost in a second. Nicely played around, but of course you have to give up the timing now. The Ogre is gone. FoCuS still with a big win. Big invuln here as well.
Wow, yeah.
A player's forces
Sick item as well for the blade, especially paired with salves. Kaho feels like he has to take a risk. Going for a big creep right here up in the north. If he gets jacked here, it's over.
Yep. That's right. That's right. Oh, Kaho, this is not the same as we had on springtime, it feels like. I don't see a strong Demon Hunter. I don't see overwhelming heroes. I don't see a tier 3 either. This game is not going his way. FoCuS is playing a lot more clean and faster and better and stronger than he did on map 1. I love this.
Doing it like Daft Punk, I see. Thank you very much. Locksec 023 also getting better, faster, stronger with us here with the sub.
I think it's Loshek.
Loshek. It sounds like a name in Kingdom Come Deliverance.
That's also playing in
Heinrich.
Poland, right?
A player's forces are under
In Böhmen.
Bohemia, that's like Czechia, right? Technically.
Czechia, Poland, all the same. you probably shouldn't say that too much.
Blade is looking damn fine over here. Got that level 3. It's daytime now. Heal scroll first became available.
a player's forces are under attack.
Kaho's having to play very defensive here.
Yeah.
When the TP is gone, there's big reason to be worried. So now staying way on his side of the map.
Love the evasion on the demon. Very, very tanky.
Yeah. True.
Last hit though.
Bonk! Got him!
Oh, the ring +5 would have been so sick.
He had to burn the big invul though to not get mana burn and tangle surrounded. So that's a big item gone. Gets the ring for it. He's gonna buy the small invul. Wonder if he keeps that item. Nope, he doesn't.
Only now we're seeing the end of the tier 3. You know, we have this FoCuS superfan in WC3L Happy, right? He always scolds me when we're too critical of FoCuS. Like, don't be so mean, don't be so harsh, yada yada, FoCuS is so great. I never got a text message when we're nice to FoCuS.
For being very nice. FoCuS is playing very nice.
Yeah.
By the way, there's no way FoCuS watches our cast, so it's not like he might, you know, have hurt feelings or whatever. But hurt heroes is what we're gonna have here. On the first hero side, Demon versus Blade, both pretty hurt, but invul and heal score advantage here is huge for FoCuS.
I love this as well. Everything should be super safe. The Raider attacks are lovely. There's no Demon Hunter threat really. He held that invul potion until that entangle was coming in. I think there's no threat at all, and Kaho sees it as well. No chance. No chance. No chance. No chance.
Yeah, he looked a bit deflated there, didn't he?
Yep.
That was just FoCuS domination from the very beginning, stealing that last hit to get the Slippers steal as well. Great studying there by FoCuS. I'm sure he checked out the creep routes beforehand. Perfect timing on that. Lovely. Really, really good second map showing there.
It feels like FoCuS getting better, Kaho's getting worse. That's not too phenomenal when you're down 0-2.
And the FoCuS late tournament curse doesn't seem to be upon us today. Not yet, certainly. 2-0 lead. Great position.
What the fuck? Yangfang 8-8. The evil brother of BD Yangfang, right? That's an absolute lie. I said I love FoCuS and his performance has been outstanding. And then I saw his game versus Elegant and I was worried that he might be on a bit of a downturn. And then I praised the heck out of him in his series versus Moon. And then he didn't look too hot versus Happy. But I never dissed FoCuS. This ridiculous lies.
Only mad respect for FoCuS so far. Let's not forget also, if I may, that FoCuS, his only loss this tournament so far, was to Happy. So he has been delivering on all ends outside of that. As FoCuS has been also looking just great in general lately.
Quick ban gigantifying the FCK elf emote. I love this. Oh, thank you for the bits. You used to diss him for months. I reported correctly on his performances. That's what we did.
Journalism Neo right there.
Yo, stroke Remo over there.
Journalism.
Journalism.
I think I may have never said that word on stream before. Journalism.
Why would
Gotta
you?
stretch it out. Journalism. Keeping it fair and unbiased here on Back to Warcraft.
Right on. With the FCK elf emote in.
That is the chat, all right? Chat is independent. We are independent. Strong and independent.
That's what we are. How strong is Kaho gonna be on Hammerfall, I wonder, man. He is fighting for survival now as well. Chat was very harsh on Lin in the first series when he was down 0-2. They're not that harsh on Kaho here. But I had hopes for Lin to turn this around. I gotta say, I got zero hopes for Kaho the way FoCuS played this.
I could see one map win, maybe even two. Reverse sweep, though, I cannot say I am feeling like that's a very likely outcome. I would love to see something else, maybe. I've casted a couple of matches in the last few weeks where Kaho would pivot away from Demon Hunter if that didn't work. Go back to the Keeper play. And we are still waiting for that glorious Keeper Pit Lord that you've been praising so long.
Well, I'm of course ahead of the curve, as always. I don't expect this here. That's way too wild. I expect more of the same, I think. Even though I would love to see a Keeper here. Kaho just not that kind of a player, I think. Wonder Boy, you carry the torch of the elves. If he loses this one map, we're only left with orcs and undeads, as we were in the upper bracket semifinal. We would have an orc mirror for the top 3 between FoCuS and Soin right after. Kaho's fight for survival is on.
And we are in map number 3. Yeah, Moon played a really cool game here very recently, where it was Keeper, Dryad, Expo with the Panda second. I was quite critical of the Panda second. I still feel like that guy is looking, people might call it trashy. But it was a cool game regardless. Really nicely playing around the map, playing around the expansion and so on. Seeing, however, the Ancient of War not at the gold mine. I guess that makes it unlikely. If you want to go Keeper, gotta go for the gold mine creep. But that's not what we're seeing.
Yep, that's gonna be the seafood buffet, as some of the best casters always called it for a while. FoCuS also Blade Master onto green spots, we should imagine. I would be very surprised if he rushes across aggressively with like a speed scroll or something. Game 2 really derailed so hard after that first creep check, right?
Yeah, I guess it really is a big swing. The Slippers exchanging hands, and the experience as well, not to be underestimated. And speaking of Slippers and experience, that's going to be what's all about in the early game. Gathering items and levels, maybe even more important, items. And a bit of luck will be involved there as well.
Right on. It is a blade. It is a demon. Stufka, you can enter this for the rest of the series. Oh, Stufka is actually not around this weekend. That's the one weekend of the year Stufka is not around. Yeah. I was really scared.
Stufka dares to do something other than watching Warcraft 24/7.
Dude.
A player's forces are under
Faith
attack.
shattered.
One of us didn't lock the door. And he escaped for the weekend.
Crap. We gotta get a new security camera as well. Make sure that nobody gets out of the dungeon again.
Exactly. I think Kova is still locked in.
You know, Ina kept asking me to be put in the dungeon, but I don't know if we want him in there.
Ah! Yeah, I can imagine that. Goddamn, yeah.
Maybe if he does better next season, the Dach Inferno, then we can think about it.
Dude, he's not in the league. He's in Division 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has to do better.
True.
Alright, we're talking about items. Demon Hunter. That is looking great. 2 wonderful items to start things off, and might have the timing down as well for a little creep. Jack. Would love to get that steal.
Oh, last hit. Oh, and the claw, both going to FoCuS again. Sharp in these exchanges.
Blade behind in experience, as is expected early on this map. But everything nice and compact here on Hammerfall. Also easy to get to the shops. Get those circlets. Which I would be very surprised if he doesn't get them.
You know, my camera is stuck. I can't move anywhere.
What?
My camera is stuck.
How?
I don't know. Okay.
What new devilry is this?
Fixed. I got this a lot, actually.
Weird.
Because I'm using lock camera on unit a lot.
Yep.
And yeah, sometimes that doesn't work.
Are you trying to tell me that the advanced observing overlay is not completely flawless, Neo? I don't believe it.
No, I actually think that's my PC and the Logitech driver. Because I have it all
it might be.
rebound to mouse buttons as pro.
It might be, but also this overlay is very buggy in a bunch of ways.
Some would call it garbage. But some only.
I would never use a word like that.
No, never. Next exchange.
Oh. Creepjack opportunity here. There's no speed scroll anymore. There's a chance for a grunt kill. Oh, a blade kill would be sick. Wait. Whoa, 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 wait. Yo, the wisp block. Gets him. Yo, huge play by Kaho.
Holy shit, I did not expect such a play off of Kaho in this state of the series. I thought he's deflated after Echo Owls and that brutal loss on Springtime. That was one of the best plays he had here. Look at this again. That was so lovely. Having the Wisp here in position, being in position, got the mana burn there to finish it off. Glory, glory, Kaho.
Boost in experience. Now creeping up the natural. That might just be enough for level 3 as well. Blade Master, good thing for him. He was only level 1. He was rezzed quickly. And he has now very good items about to hit level 2.
Right on. Raider, Walker, Shadow Hunter coming. Same for Keeper, Dryads. Don't think we're gonna have Rush, but this was surely an exclamation mark. FoCuS not contesting anything anymore. That's some freedom for the Demon. Of course, killing an enemy hero gives you a lot of experience himself. And now we're back to Creepcraft. But since FoCuS respects this Demon Hunter a lot, that's the entire middle going to Kaho, maybe?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna test your Warcraft mechanics knowledge right now.
Oh, God.
How much experience does a level 1 hero kill give you and a level 2 hero kill give you?
Well, that's unfair. I only lose my heroes. How would I know?
I'm sure you've killed 1 or 2 heroes in your life before.
Ah, yeah, the Coil Nova is good, right?
Chat, do you know? Don't look at chat, Neo. That's cheating.
Yeah. Level 1 is 80.
That's wrong.
Oh.
Okay, level 1 is 100 exactly.
Oh, half a level. I thought.
I'm not exactly. I'm actually myself not really sure about level 2, but I got an idea.
Before people scold us, 120 didn't know that bats can't attack air and chimeras can't attack air, okay? So we're asking deep questions here. But people will know
Alright,
for
so
sure.
level 2 hero now. Tell me, how much experience?
I would say 140.
I think it's 120.
Player's forces
I think it's
are
120,
attacked.
40, 60, and so on.
Oh yeah, maybe I confused it with 3.
Nobody in chat said anything. They also all were clueless, Neo, so you're in the clear. No worries.
Thanks.
And now, big mana burn on the Shadow Hunter. Kaho understandably looking confident. And snares around though on the Keeper. That one's gonna die real quick. He's got the staff. Trying to pass it. Can't do it. What about the blade? Speed scroll. Trying to get out of there. And he's out.
Okay. Orc heroes alive. Keeper. You kind of rely on a stronger Keeper down the road, but I feel like we talked a lot about Thorn's Aura, right? Because it was all these melee fights. I feel like in this meta, it's not even that important anymore. Because you don't fight really. You eat and take the bears away. So maybe a Keeper isn't that important as it once was.
Player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, interesting. Big consumables now also can have huge impact. Oh, big heal potion. That's one of the very best. Yes, sir.
Right on. We have a tanky Demon Hunter on the other side. Again, level 3.5. Still with 3-2. Better levels on FoCuS, I would argue. Great inventory overall. Also next to the potion. Kaho would love to have a heal potion himself. Don't tell me. Oh, damn! He stole it!
Use it immediately, and there's no Dispel yet to scroll the beast, providing lots of bonus damage right now. Mana burn was big, though. Shadowhunter doesn't have much left to be used. Maybe he has to Hex right here before the burn. Didn't quite get it out, but got plenty of kills regardless.
Oh, it's like a car crash. What an ambush by FoCuS. He's taking out the Dryads as well. Demon Hunter again has to carry this somehow. Grunts always on the Archer, takes them out in an instant. Is there more ensnare? 3 Grunts do a lot of damage.
With the staff, though, he gets out. Finally able to use that staff. Was it the first time? Right now, Kaho's army is looking terrible.
Is 1 Dryad. That's an army.
If we want to be generous, and maybe Kaho right now deserves a bit of sympathy and generosity, because FoCuS is tying up the noose despite the terrible start earlier.
Again, great comeback potential. The late game army should favor FoCuS a little bit. And yeah, he feels it. He feels it as well. After this exchange, instant expo. Needs some time to heal. But Kaho is giving him that time to heal.
Level 3 Shadow. All of a sudden, the bad early game is completely forgotten. Clarity running. Time for some heal cells. Loves the shot position as well. Kind of between the 2 bases for the orb. Really neat. And I don't see any way that Kaho can hope to cancel this expansion.
FoCuS has won 10 maps in a row against Kaho in the past couple of matches. This might be number 11. Red spot as well. Big growth for FoCuS. Love that he's not over committing and like rushing into a Night Elf base. Way too much of a veteran for this.
Book of the Dead perhaps not the best item. But good experience still. Late is now really close to 4. Gonna be another good level up. Oh! I didn't even know these unranged elementals were magic in here. What the hell?
What the hell? How long have you not played this game? I figured this out when I wanted to creep on Tide Hunters. The poor marketplace, dude. And I couldn't, couldn't call over them.
What I also only figured out after like decades, buildings being unsummoned, also magic immune.
That's crazy, right? I think that was a Yanis Canis question once. But yeah, I didn't know that either. Why?
Yeah, right? Such a weird decision.
Yeah, it is.
There's the level 4 blade, little Agitome on the ground. Yep, +1 for free. We take those. Many people in chat will know what I'm talking about. Neo doesn't. Neo, this is part of the new Twitch slang. The big Twitch streamers always say this. We take those, but Neo doesn't know because Neo doesn't watch Twitch streams.
Yeah, not much. I mean, Soul 8man, but they don't say that.
What do you watch? The Boys?
You know, I stare at white walls mostly.
Nice. I mean, they're kind of dark gray though, right? Because it's always dark in your room, in your apartment.
Why, does the sun make your walls brighter?
I mean, having 0 light in the room makes it appear not very white. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that might be true.
So you didn't paint your walls?
No.
You could paint them black. That would be the ultimate emo experience.
Oh my god, dude, how depressing that would be. Not even I am this emo, dude. No. Dark
Yeah,
purple.
so I have painted walls, but I have the ceiling is actually like wood board covered. So kind of like a wood board covered ground, like floor. I also have a ceiling. It's kind of nice. And now I have my... I have no time to talk about this. Anyways, we're looking at the fight here. We're going to go all in a moment. Huge army for FoCuS.
Yeah.
But only a single heal scroll, in fact.
I love this move by FoCuS and Soin both. Soin a little bit more, or even more intense to go for more Kodos. Like this one tap, if you can go close to a bear, is lovely. Kaho again trying with the Pit Lord. He doesn't have the greatest item. It's a naked pit, almost naked Pit Lord. I got a little bit of a boost here. Oh, the Wisps. The Wisp almost careless, I feel. Kaho needs a hell of a fight to break through.
Commander has amazing items. Can he be the carry here that he needs to be? Speed scroll, Kodo's trying to run in. Only a single one got a devour so far, but one bear is dead already thanks to the magic damage from walkers. Demon Hunter needs to put out tons of damage. Speaking of tons of damage, crit on the Pit Lord. He's almost dead already.
Oh my, another one. This is way too fast. Blade Master at 50%, 40%, but he has that potion still. Kodo, snack. That's 12 food, not in the fight. Demon Hunter consumes the health stone that takes some reason away, but gives the HP boost back. I'm worrying about this Blade Master a little bit, Remo.
I mean, worry all you like. If he dies, so what? If he dies, he dies. He's gonna come back. There's a tavern right there. And the money's there as well. Demon Hunter doing good damage indeed in this fight, but about to run out of mana.
Yeah, FoCuS just slaughters this army. It was a tough hill to climb. This game is not going Kaho's way. Was very evident early on. Then there was the Wisp block, gave us a little bit of hope. Keep us surrounded. He has the staff again. And the orb. What a loss this is for Kaho. Zero chance in this entire series on any given map. FoCuS was leaps and bounds ahead of the competition. And we get an Orc Mirror for the lower bracket semifinal.
Yes, sir, indeed. I was having some hopes here for Kaho ahead of today, but I guess not quite in the same shape, not quite as sharp. And I gotta also say, less and less do I believe in the Dried Bear play. At the same time, though, not sure. Night Elf has many other great options right now, with the other strats also looking pretty weak. Night Elf having a tough time right now against the Orcs.
Why don't you go into the Night Elf Discord and befriend them when you're so pro Night Elf all the time?
I mean, I am a friendly voice of the Keeper basically every day here on stream. I miss the Keeper. We want him back. He was such a good dude. And he was unnecessarily punished.
Thank you, Quickban, for 1,000 bits. Nice Orc win. Rah, rah, rah. Well, if you like an Orc win, we're going to have 3 Orc wins here today. The first one was Soin versus Lin. The second one was FoCuS versus Kaho. And now they're going to clash for the top 3 and fighting 1-0 in the bracket. That all looked like a foregone conclusion. The series before went to FoCuS. The series now went to FoCuS. The big surprise is, though, that we got Soin in the mix. And what are the stats between Soin and FoCuS?
That's a good question. Off the top of my head, I would say very even.
I would say
might be very wrong.
Yeah, super wrong, bro. Soin is
Pretty wrong.
Soin is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 1 on this patch. In Super League, there was a big 3-0 by Soin. That was very surprising. But afterwards, in the last B Cup, FoCuS also eliminated Soin in the round of 6. Now it's a round of 4, and Soin has already shown the world that he is capable of eliminating an elite orc. That was Lin. So with that momentum...
Yeah. Tell you what, he broke 1 streak already. Could make it 2.
Right on. Right on.
By the way, Night Bear, you came in with the resub here as well. Thank you very much for that. Now, I touched on a little trivia question earlier in case you guys are dying to know. Level 1 is 100 experience. Level 2 hero kill is 120 experience, so it goes up by 20. Then it goes up by 40 for level 3. It's 160. Then it goes up by 60 for level 4, 220. Then by 80, level 5. So on level 5, it is 300 experience. And then plus 100 for every next level.
Well, well, well. Maps and bans have to be done here between the two. Of course, they know each other inside out. I can only imagine FoCuS and Soin talking a lot and exchanging ideas a lot, even though they always have different ideas for matchups, right? It's very, very rare that these two players have the exact same approach.
Yeah, and FoCuS on among the top orcs over the last many years, ever since Farseer Headhunter wasn't the #1 go-to anymore, has been still the most willing to play Farseer. This is going to be my big strategic question for this matchup. How much is FoCuS going to be willing, actually, not to play Farseer? And of course, when you don't play Farseer, it's basically Blade Torrents, if the opponent also is going Blade. But it could be quite a bit of Farseer play, in fact, by FoCuS here.
I don't dare to make a prediction, man. It could be anything, really, between the two of them. Maybe.
How about Tinker first, when you're saying it could be anything?
Well, Remo, within the realm of realism. But I could see a Shadow Hunter, for example.
Oh, I have not seen that.
5%.
Long time.
5%
Long time
chance
ago.
I give it, but if you feel like this elimination stage, if you have a track record of 1 to 7, you might wanna dash out the special strats.
I would love to see a little bit of Shadowhunter first. Always reminds me of our first trip together to the Blizzard campus back then, before Reforged, with Lynn and Happy, and Taker was there as well. Many old school players. Remind was there, right? Wasn't he? Endars.
Lynn.
Insomnia. Absolute legend.
What a legend, man.
Mad Frog, of course. How did you not dare? You should have said Mad Frog immediately.
I mean,
You
everybody
being the real
knows.
fanboy. What's his first name, last name, middle name? Tell me right now.
I don't want to dox him.
You don't even know. What a fake fan you are. What is his name? And Eriksson, probably?
What? Because he's Swedish?
Johansson. Yeah, it's close enough.
Haven't thought about him. I hope he's doing well.
Fredrik Johansson.
Fredrik. Good old Freddy.
41 years old now. Wait, is Moon 40 as well? No, he's turning 40, right?
39, December. He turns 40 with Lynn.
That's right. Both have their birthday in December. December 14th for Moon. December 21st for Lynn. Gamer dads. Both of them gamer dads. When are we going to turn into gamer dads, Neo?
Never.
Never?
Never.
What if there's technology coming out in a couple of years where you can just build your perfect baby and you can, put all the FCK Elf DNA in it and put all the Coil Nova DNA in it? What then?
I'd still have to take care of that thing.
I mean, that's what the AI robots are going to be for.
Ah. Nah, I mean then I can do other things with AI robots that are more
Yeah?
interesting, I think.
What are you thinking of?
Going to the zoo or
Ah,
something, maybe.
you want to look at the Marabou bird, don't you?
It's
Is it your favorite bird?
an amazing bird, I have to say.
Oh my god, it's not. It is the most horrifying bird.
We have a horrifying situation as the color blue was not available in the lobby, so we have to reset this now.
Having this chat up is such a great idea, says Kageman. I feel like it's mixed opinions so far.
Yep. It definitely led to more chat activity.
Ooh, chat engagement. Let's go.
We can tell you.
Guys, how do you
already-
feel about the chat in the stream?
Chat? How you feel about chat?
How do you feel about chat?
Oh, maybe we don't have time for that. FoCuS types ready. Soin types ready. Wolf says go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the last B-Cup game of the day. An orc will survive and challenge 1-0 in the lower bracket, but who's it gonna be? It's gonna be a Korean orc, the last remaining Korean, the last remaining orc. It's all up for grabs here. Soin goes into this as the underdog, but so was he in the match against Lin, and he still made it work. So, can he do it again? Can he surprise and shake the world again?
Yeah, I think you put it pretty nicely earlier. It would be kind of cool. It would be kind of epic if Soin now, against all odds, is the one making it through all the way when fans have been doubting him, pro players have been doubting him, but he kept believing in himself.
I believe in OperaGX, the sponsor of this month. If you're looking for a great gamer browser experience, OperaGX is there for you with built-in VPN, built-in adblock, built-in controller for CPU, RAM, and network. So the full focus goes to the game. Every download, every install with our link supports the channel. We're still on the way to the 4 digits. That would make the sponsor very happy, and that makes us very happy and may lead to another campaign like this. Now, with that out of the way, we go into the best of 5. First to 3 survives and goes to the last ultimate day of B Cup competition.
First things first. What heroes we gonna get? FoCuS against Blade Master.
The mind games that are on. The mind games are on. What are the strats here? Who plays it better? Who gets the items that they want to? Soin with the blade, FoCuS with the FoCuS. That should also be paving the way for the rest of the series. This is how I would categorize both of the players.
Yeah, I think FoCuS has been looking really, really good with that FoCuS lately. And there seems to have been this new evolution as well. Many thought, including me, well, with FoCuS against Blade, you don't have a chance in the late game. You need to go tier 2 all in. But there seems to be some shift going on there, Neo. In fact, we saw FoCuS with tier 3, triple hero, Berserkers, successfully taking out Lin. That was Soin earlier. He knows that's a possibility. He knows how to try to face this. I think Soin also feels pretty comfortable, though, knowing he's facing FoCuS and trying to take it on with the Blade.
Right on. That works. You have different branches. If you see an opening, you can still go for tower pushes and play it cheeky. You can still go for the late game, as we've seen, as you said. Francis has shown this like a year ago already, how powerful FoCuS is also in hero focus, and that hasn't changed in any of the patches. Both start with Ring, being a little more tanky here, and we continue with another Prime sub. Thank you, Pogo Tama, for the 2 months.
Thank you, thank you. Hearts go out, and the tech begins on both sides exactly at the same time. Kind of cool. Different builds, same type of timing. Of course, we keep on raving about the tier 3 stuff, triple hero, FoCuS, Headhunter, all that. Very fun to see. Possibly with some rah-rah bloodlust. But also, you cannot lull yourself into a false sense of security. You need to make sure as well that you're ready for a tier 2 all-in if one is coming. So, scouting and preparation going to be very important here for Soin.
Yeah, especially on this map where the tavern is so close to the Orc base. If a Fire Lord pops out here, he's immediately in your base. Shop might give you 2 seconds maybe, but that's about it. I am a bit surprised to not see a wall off. So Soin might have an opportunity here to go into the base, but doesn't seem to be the time yet.
FoCuS does not sell any of the items. I find that interesting. Normally not a great carrier of either ring or cloak. The Master gets the first kill on a Headhunter, and he would love to get some more.
Well, surrounded by wolves, that's quite some damage. Grunt hurt. Is he committing to this FoCuS? FoCuS rather squishy. Trying to force some heal selves out of focus, but early win for Soin with that 1 killed Headhunter. Question is, can FoCuS now go into a creeping game with 3 hunters that he got? Or does he have to stay defensive?
Yeah, seems to me like Soin is playing a great game so far. Controlling the enemy movement, controlling his creep speed, ensuring he's stuck on level 2 for a long time. And in such a case, a tier 2 push would be a lot less scary.
Well. This is not the game FoCuS wants to play, I believe. He also has very low vision at the moment. I mean, of course, at the moment he knows it's only grunts, but what's the second, the tier 2 stuff going to be? Is it Raider Walker? Is it tier 3? Are we rushing Tauren? So cool to have so many options.
Two grunts scouting, 2 grunts creeping. Shadowhunter coming out for both players.
Yep. So no tower push. I think FoCuS was not really in a position. Blocked in his base. Far away from the tavern. Far away from Soin's base. Momentum so far, I'd say, with the underdog. Going Raider Walker. Same seems to be the case for FoCuS at the moment. At least Raider Kodo lasted for Soin again.
Yeah, he's got the experience lead here over the Farseer. That's fantastic. Might be in danger of losing a grunt right here. Farseer over to the fountain, trying to punish the low HP units, but can't really get him. Unlike the Blade Master, locking in that second kill right here.
Kenny. Wolves chasing as well. Yeah, these headhunters, man, so fragile. Always a little bit exposed. Soin with a nice retreat on grunts. They can help the Shadow Hunter creep, as they oftentimes do. I tell you what, I did expect a lot of things, but no tier 2, tier 2. And that's when FoCuS changes it up and goes tier 3.
Alright, cool. Farseer Headhunter into tier 3, back, at least in this matchup. It's like the only matchup, right? We used to see it all the time, everywhere, especially against Undead. Nowadays, much of that has moved to the Blade Master, but here in Orc Mirror, still sometimes showing its strength. I like it. Headhunter's pretty far across the map. Hex battles now, about to break out.
Okay, good thing that Soin didn't pull the red spot. That would have been dangerous with Shockwave and lots of Bloodlust damage. And again, Farseer rather squishy, but the Hex is a nice disabled grunt. Saved by the bell, by the healing bell. That means no Hex on the other side.
Farseer here, low HP, looking scary. TP out. Got the grunt kill for it. Decent exchange, I guess. That TP, of course, gone now. Is something you have to keep in mind for later on. And unit kill-wise, now we got 2 grunts for 2 headhunters.
Still competitive FoCuS. Lacks a burrow. Can't go up to 50. For Soin, it's already on the way. Good scouting information that is here now. But yeah, do you have to get more done if you're Soin?
Trying to go for the steal over here, but he's too late. Big item picked up, the Hood of Cunning. For Soin's inventory.
Ooh, Farseer, no TP. Is there reveal against it? Not really.
The Kodo, by the way. And stand next to the creep camp. Ooh, that Kodo didn't join into the fight for the longest time, and now it's half dead.
Well, that's still 300 HP though. Blade Master takes care of it. Hasn't eaten anything. It's a big damage boost already. Blade Master draws out the Kodo. That's a sweet snipe in the back of things. Oh. Critical strike for 106. Blade Master runs the show.
It's 4 kills. GG. FoCuS calls it. This one is over quick.
What the fuck? Soin goes 4-1 against the other Orc Elite?
Well, 42 it is so far, I guess.
42,
yeah.
Exactly. I'm bad at counting.
Yeah, Soin, he might be the big surprise of the day here if he keeps on going like this. Good job, Soin. Playing this really, really well. Just flawless, pretty much.
Yep.
Seemed like they're very questionable time to engage for FoCuS as well. Of course, he was hoping to steal the last hit or item from the big creep. He was too late for that. Kodo was caught by the creeps, took so much damage right there. He lost like 4 units in no time and got nothing in exchange.
Usually, you could start the argument, is one player getting tired? There was no break between the 2 series, but FoCuS, he can play a million series in a row. Doesn't matter if at 10 a.m. or 4 a.m. He's always there. He is relentless. Maybe just got caught off guard there. Very good aggression, very good rhythm by Soin, mixing it up a little bit. And we get support. Cool running. Thank you for the 55. And the Big Grabowski. Thank you for the Prime.
Thank you very much. Big Grabowski. Obviously a reference
to the Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is your name Grabowski for real? Or Grab
Maybe.
or something? Tell us in the €10 donation. Just kidding. Tell us in the chat.
Ooh, we go to Northern Isles. I would have assumed Soin picks Northern Isles. it was always his signature map for the past 3 years.
Used to be also a Farsia Headhunter signature map. You creep up early, get fast level 2, Headhunter power, contest the middle camps, pull him out, and so on. Feels like it's more of a Blade Master map these days, though.
Is it going to be a tier 3 map is the question. We have the races selected. So FoCuS trailing a little bit. Grabo. Big Grabowski. Still awesome. Okay, Soin with a good start. Maybe shades of Super League. Where Soin defeated FoCuS 3-0.
Yep. The second map here could be quite determining. If Soin goes up 2-0 again, great win chances here to make it to Championship Sunday, where seemingly nobody expected him, including our viewers in their prediction game.
Oh, what did they say?
They said that Lin was going to win, at least that game.
Oh, always the fan favorite, but not anymore. Okay, was that just a fluke? Did FoCuS just needs a little time to adjust to Soin's play today? And how will Soin deal with this 1-0 lead now? He got demolished by Lin on Northern Isles. Maybe FoCuS saw that. Maybe FoCuS thought, okay, I can play as good as Lin did today. Steal 2 consumables and just gonna smack you in the face regardless. But Soin probably making some adjustments compared to that mirror before as well.
We can already see that FoCuS is not going for a wall off, by the way, which seems a bit dangerous. If you're playing Blade versus Blade, it seems like that wall off is such a good safety net to have. Does that mean Farseer again? Huh? Maybe not. No War Mill. Okay, it's Blade. Double Blade.
Okay, blade on blade violence. I like big crits, big red numbers. So FoCuS Blade Master control, of course, stellar. We've seen that in the matchup versus Kaho. Who builds the better Blade Master is the question.
Items and levels there going to be very important on Northern Isles. Classically, the 2 big items from the middle, the permanent and the consumable, can have huge ripple effects throughout the game. And almost certainly we're going to go tier 3 Torrents here again, right? With the double blade grunt opening. Seems like that's where we are destined to go.
Yeah, I would think so too. Like, just tier 2 Radar Walker, I don't think that works. I think there's a little bit of a gentleman's agreement. Like, let's just skip this entire tier 2 stuff. Nobody likes that. Biggest question is, I think, can we harass the enemy economy? But I think also... Oh, Soin is actually going for a wall off. FoCuS is not. Okay, maybe that's a point of attack for Soin.
FoCuS with the faster tech here. 1 burrow only. Couple of seconds ahead. Also not creeping the Claws camp first. Takes the middle. Murloc for the mantle and gets that first circlet.
Okay. Nothing is overwhelming right now, but the first exchanges. 2 grunts versus 1. You probably don't want to fight that. Tech is faster for FoCuS. When the builds are so similar, it's about every single second, every bit of a timing that you can squeeze out. And of course, you don't want to give your opponent a creep camp uncontested.
And snare on the grunt. Doesn't lead to anything though. Blade Master doesn't just want to face tank the damage here from the 2 grunts and enemy blade, but might go for some cheeky items. Slippers! Ooh, yeah, we love those. Only 100 gold. Gimme, gimme.
A player's forces are under
But I
attack.
wouldn't say FoCuS is that far behind. There's no real reason for Soin to worry at the moment. I feel maybe the first big exchange is going to be about the middle. Oh, that's a nice steal by FoCuS though, item-wise. XP still went to Soin.
No.
No?
Also got that. So that was very nice. Forces the blade to stay level 1. And that blade is looking a bit sad right now. No level 2. Only a ring. This seems to be a much better start for FoCuS.
Can't be too confident, of course. The real, like you can, we will talk about Blade Master, we will talk about big red numbers. The real race is going to be the one to tier 3 tech and also level 3 Shadow Hunter. I feel these heal waves are just way too important. Little difference here already. Soin with an early War Mill, FoCuS not. Rather... Oh! That's a big opportunity. Grunt surrounded with the help of the Murlocs. Bucky Murloc.
Tries to pop him out and save him with a speed scroll, but with a windwalk, I guess he should have that one.
He has no windwalk. He got crit.
Oh! True. Still faster, though. Ooh, can he save him with a block? That would be so sick.
Oh, he can cancel the healing too if he so desires. Amazing save by FoCuS. Well done. 2026 year of body blocks.
Still fighting up in the north. Of course, we're rushing tier 3, getting to Torrens. And now Ensnare on the other grunt, on the other foot, if you will.
Oh. Okay, now things are derailing a little quicker for Soin.
Forces are under attack.
Across the map, Grunt denied himself the Tuskar camp. No level up there. Blade still only on 1 for Soin. Last hit across the map. Goes to FoCuS, Crystal Ball, and level 2. Great start indeed.
Smooth sailing towards the tier 3. Good to see FoCuS bouncing back. Not giving Soin the 2-0 lead as we had before. No. Don't want to go for a reverse sweep when the FoCuS would surely be capable of that. Then... how do you catch up now? Item-wise especially.
I mean, we got lots of camps. We got still the marketplace. Blade Master should take a look there. Buys the slippers. Nicely cost efficient.
Forces are under attack.
Stealing this item right here would be huge. That might be a way back.
But he has no windwalk. How is he supposed to steal?
Maybe with a Hex Biggie Blocksberg move.
Do international people know what BB Blocksberg is?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good. I always wonder. Man, they missed out on a lot of Terreux in their youth. So sad.
FoCuS doesn't want to miss out on that item. Speed scroll forced pretty early. Looks like Soin is keeping his composure here very well. No losses. And still the item looms.
This is quite an investment already with the mana here. Pulls it again. Couple of poison darts being thrown. Tech-wise, very similar. Little bit ahead is FoCuS, but really not the end of the world. You can play around that. And then the Tauren are coming. Tauren, Mirror, come in. We got the Ring of the Archmagi. Always wonderful.
Yeah, this blade is looking great. 696 bonus stats. If he gets both big items from the middle, that's normally not supposed to happen, and FoCuS might feel that way precisely, that he doesn't want to give away this one as well.
Another pair of slippers. Man, fitting for the winter landscape that we have on Northern Isles, isn't it? Very tanky, nice attack speed. Plus Windwalk unlocked finally. I don't think the first Tauren is making such a big impact. So we still divide the map a little bit. Tauren coming, Pulverize coming. I think it's smart by FoCuS, realizing there won't be a big fight. I do have time for master training. Oh, he's running right into that. Nice counterplay by Soin. Focusing more on the walkers so they can gather some mana.
A player's forces are under attack.
But that's going to be the second big item going for FoCuS as well. This is really nice indeed with the crystal ball. This is spotted. Level 2 shadow. What's the item here? Book of the Dead. Wow, that's very, very, very bad against walkers. But it is more money.
Yeah, if you can draw this out till the end of the fight where there's no dispel anymore, because Ancestral Spirit is expensive, right? You want a Spirit Link too, you want a dispel. There might be an element of surprise, but yeah, it's also rather weak in comparison.
Yeah. Master Walkers have a lot of mana and lots of regen. 600 mana pool. That is more mana than any hero normally ever gets to. Outside of really crazy games.
Calm before the torrent storm. Love to see that the lower bracket turns into Makura. That's right, Disturbed. And who would have thought that Soin has a real chance to emerge as the winner? This will... I worry a bit about the mana pool of Soin. Ah, yes.
Player's forces
Master training now already, so it's gonna be fine. Will they just brawl over the red spot?
Seems to be where they're heading currently. Level ups not yet achieved. There's level 3 for the blade. Seems like it has to be crit here now.
Yeah, and he goes for it as well. Big red numbers. We are brawling for the red spot, but FoCuS is making a pit stop. Oh, and Soin smells this. Blade is here. Attacking early so the Windwalk doesn't go to waste. Plus Hex available. Level 3 unpreventable though. First little Torrent brawl maybe. Oh, there's such a big item now.
Unsuccessful with the steal so far. This one will be big. It drops the ring on the ground. Didn't get the item. But
Big
got the
heal.
last hit here, Mr. Soin. Big heal potion on the Shadow for FoCuS.
I feel like without level 3 Shadow, you can't really fight. Soin sees it the same, has to go for his consumable spot. And then maybe his red spot.
players' forces are
But that's a lot of traveling that a Horde has to do.
Picking up the caravan. You know, normally if an Orcish Horde travels, it seems like there should be Kodos there involved as well. You know, with backpack upgrade, they have 4 inventory slots now.
That's right. You polished up your Warcraft mechanic knowledge.
Know a thing or two. About a thing or two. I always love that detail. So cool that, you know, the pack beast had more inventory space. I thought that was neat.
How do the mountain giants do it, I wonder? They also have 4.
Maybe they have a lot of stone pockets in their stone skin.
That sounds about right.
FoCuS is now pushing in. He knows most likely Soin is busy at the moment going for the red camp. That is in fact exactly what's going on. You got the Ancient Dragon of Endurance, by the way. Great item to have. What's Soin gonna get? Kaga's Pipe. Oh! That must be pretty sick.
Well, for a race that doesn't have unit mana regen tools and is heavily reliant on Spirit Link, Dispel, and Ancestral Spirit, that is amazing. Soin lost the shop here by the first attack. Is a little bit down in supply. Has to hold this. This is his only production building at the moment.
Young with the Master Pair. Hex now on the Blade Master. Gonna be wearing off pretty quickly. Fight position seems to be favoring Soin though at the moment. Also, he's got way more hit points currently on the army.
Oh wow, what a brawl this is gonna be. Bit of an uphill battle for Soin. Maybe the pipe can carry a little bit. Who has the Torrent fight down better? It's a rather new development.
No heat skull on either. No, there's one actually on Soin, ready to pop it on the Blade Master at the right timing. No Torrents have died yet, but they might all die pretty close to each other.
Okay. FoCuS about to lose 2 of them if there is enough damage. How about the resurrections? Oh, looking good. Nice revive here. Soin is owning this fight for now.
We got more Ancestral Spirit though. There's 2 more Torrents that could be res. Moo, moo. They're coming back again. Crits in. The potion as well. Blade now heard running away.
It's a nightmare material right there. Soin. Oh, he dispels the Hex. So unlucky. First hit.
Blade, what's he doing?
The blade.
He's just standing there.
He couldn't do anything anymore. The shadow falls as well. Oh, so unlucky, man. Maybe hands were off the keyboard already after that Hero FoCuS. If that's not a first purge Hex,
Yep.
he's gonna slaughter that blade.
That's really unlucky, isn't it? 10% chance.
Bro.
Didn't roll the crit, but he rolled the purge.
Bro.
Dude. Unlucko. What can you do?
Good for us, though. Good for us. We got a tied series. We're down to a best of 3. Both players need 2 more maps to survive to the last day of B Cup.
Only one orc can make it to proudly represent the Horde to try to take on the evil undead Scourge. Many thought it was going to be Lin, surely, to try to take on that challenge, but he was bested by indeed Soin earlier. Almost there was about to be the 2-0. This Soin kid, man. He's looking pretty damn fresh currently.
Yep, I have to say the same, man. Looking good, looking good. Can FoCuS step it up a notch? Will this be the last Tauren battle, maybe? I mean, Soin still held his ground really well. It's not like because of this game, he can never go for this again throughout the series. I think that's good to know.
All right, here's the map invite. We're going to Tidehunters next. This is a very popular Farseer map. I know that.
I didn't get an invite.
No?
There it is. Now that as always. You know, you can right click and join the game that a friend is in, and then you have to type in the password. I had that dialog box open, and then the invite came in, as it oftentimes is, dude. You light a cigarette at the bus stop, right? Bus is coming, kind of thing.
Yeah. The magic power of cigarettes. Does it work the same with vapes, though?
No, doesn't. Dude, I have to wait so long for buses now. It's really annoying.
You know there's a schedule, right? You can take a look when the bus is arriving.
There is a schedule. Do you think the bus driver cares here in Hamburg? Absolutely not. Hate buses. God damn it.
How frequently do they leave at your station?
Well, that depends. Like, first of all, half the time they're on strike these days, which is fine.
Nice.
I support them in their strike. I just stay even more at home. Then I don't care. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen them on time. And then the thing is, I don't really care if they're too late, right? Because I just stand there on my phone, tippity tap. But sometimes they leave too early. So
Dude, I know.
Gets my blood boiling, dude. I'm on time, punctual. And then they're gone already. I gotta wait 20 minutes. Screw that.
Yeah. Such a pain in the ass. And then you have to consider, okay, wait a minute, at this station, sometimes they're 3 minutes early. So you're there 4 minutes early. And then he's 5 minutes late. And you're like, what is this life?
Dude, life
Jesus,
is
when do you
so
take me
hard,
finally?
dude. Yeah, life is so hard.
So, but like, is there one every 30 minutes or what?
Every 10.
Every 10. I mean, that's luxury. You're basically living in the metropolitan area. You're living inside Hamburg, basically.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
But you have a nice little garden.
I do.
I have a winter garden right now, out of which I removed all plants because there was too much humidity, you know? It was too moist.
Well, you don't like it moist?
It's too moist.
Man, Remo's really critical on moist. We have a game. High pressure now, no fallback net for any of the players. Oftentimes, of course, mirror match is a little bit about the items. You can play around that to a degree. It's so hard to predict what's gonna happen now, man. Tidehunters, we would expect FoCuS to be the one going Farseer, and maybe Soin again the one to be Blade Master, but could be anything.
It does kind of feel like today is not the Farseer day, except for that final map where Soin made it work against Lin. That was pretty epic, man. That was here on Tidehunters just a little while ago. Less than an hour? No, wait, more than an hour. Hey, never mind. Whatever. Anyways, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get?
We had a series in between, yep. Easy to forget. Well, we got altars and barracks and burrows. So far, not necessarily the hugest indicator.
So FoCuS is not building for a wall-off. Again.
Yep.
This normally seems to point towards Farseer. You have the wolves out, either to harass, keep the opponent busy, or to be aggressive yourself. There's the Farseer.
It is as expected. No crazy curveballs. FoCuS Farseer, Soin Blade Master. Can he protect the headhunters maybe a little better than he did on concealed? Of course, how would this concealed game go if the Kodo arrives earlier with full HP? Also the questions, right? I think both players are playing on a high level, just playing into their strength a little bit. Nice little back and forth. But this is also Soin's pick, right? And Soin knows FoCuS even better than we do. So he must be very comfortable with that Farseer style here.
Yeah, Soin had a sick creep route on the concealed hill game. He was able to semi-contain the opponent, keep even on level 2 by getting that one headhunter kill. Had 4 grunts out early, by the way. Heavy investment in those. Was able to maneuver them well around the map. That just looked wonderful all around. And he can go again heavily into grunts with the 2 burrow tech here.
True that. By the way, has an orc ever won a B Cup?
Lin, yes.
There's 2. Lin won one. Yeah, that's right.
One time. B Cup 18.
Into the turtle we go. Very stressful situation for that poor turtle. And it looks like we have a very mirrored experience from the Soin Lin encounter, where the roles were a bit reversed.
Oh, by the way, I just looked it up. B Cup Season 4, that was the old patch days. Soin won that one in 2023.
I would have guessed Zhao KK if you had asked me.
No, only Soin one time and Lin one
Forces are
time.
under attack.
And then after that, Happy 1 or 2 times.
He made a bit of money from that BBC dude, didn't he? Okay, so uncomfortable with the grunt. Don't think you can body block me long enough to get the kill. And I think the assessment is correcto. If the Murlocs stay asleep, but FoCuS wakes them up.
Oh!
Brilliant! Quick thinking by FoCuS. Love to see that. 2026 year of Ensnare.
Your backpack, maybe?
It's up there.
It is up there somewhere.
Yo, that was sick. That was very sick. Players got so good at manipulating creeps.
A player's forces are under attack.
It feels like
Farseer creeping very courageously as well.
It feels like 2024 and maybe the beginning of 2025 was like, oh, that's so unlucky. The creeps did this and this. And 2026 is, you know, I do this move there and this move there, and the creeps do exactly what I want. Our players turn into little puppet masters.
Farseer here with a super fast level 3, also with the kill from earlier and a steal with the mana potion Chain Lightning. Blade Master has really good items, but is clearly behind in experience.
Wolf so strong now, so it needs a little body block himself. Blade Master has amazing items, exactly as you say, but it's not just there yet. FoCuS is dangerously close to the tavern, but I don't think he's in a state where he can push. No heal selves either. Did he skip the shop? No, he has the shop.
He went for boots of speed. Blade Master right now is thirsting for kills, going for the Farseer.
Oh. Shadowhunter can't help just yet. Potion maybe? It's a big investment. But he really wants to hold on to that. Okay, he does. A second one will be on cooldown.
Okay, so there was a potion and speed scroll forced for boots on the other side. Fairly even, and of course the boot's gonna continue to have value.
But is it worth the investment when you want to get ready for a push? Well, maybe there won't be a push then. Shadowhunter, Beastery Lodge. Pretty exposed, not in the back. And greedy creeping next to the poison camp.
Wolf Scout.
Oh, damn, that Wolf Scout is sick.
Wolf Scout is huge. Gotta abandon. Don't wanna lose that grunt. Uh-oh, Blade, what are you doing here, buddy? Oh my god!
Feast! Hound
Disaster.
Feast! That was so greedy! Oh my god!
Fantastic scout here by FoCuS, looking for that opportunity, finding that punish. Kills the grunt, gets the item steal. That's the dream creepjack. You
Yeah.
kill something, you steal the item, that's amazing. Now he's low on mana, but that Farseer is almost level 4.
Wouldn't you love to have that Ring of Regen, Mr. Blade Master? Mamma mia. Soin has to dig really, really deep to find answer to FoCuS right now. And Le Crestfallen celebrating this. 5 gifted subs, my man.
Blade Master, though, still not to be underestimated. Farseer lacking a bit still for the level up. Shadowhunter now also coming in from the other side. Hex against the Blade. Gotta be careful here now. Wolf still doing pretty well. For the Wolves, there's basically almost enough mana. Almost.
The Wolves are so good, man. The power spike is mental. The answers will be there in a bit. Hold on, hold on, hold on. The Shaman are coming to save the day.
It's not going to be a tier 2 all in play. Again, it's tier 3. Farseer Headhunter, tier 3. GG! Shadowhunter died to the Wolves! Oh, he wasn't moving!
Damn, I didn't even catch that on camera. I was somewhere else, but in the overlay you saw it. Do tap outs by Soin in a row. Now, he's the one under pressure. Situation he was in before. 1 map away from elimination, but this time he has to win back-to-back against a monster in Orc Mirror that is FoCuS.
Yeah, FoCuS here looking absolutely wonderful. That Grunt loss early game, that Ensnare play, totally shifted the momentum in his favor. Love the big mana potion as well, the confidence with which the Farseer was moving, looking for those steals. Would have been a fantastic Farseer game if this had gone even longer. Was about to hit level 4, didn't even get there.
Ooh, now is it time to switch up the fundamentals? It's the second loser's pick by Soin coming, might be his last. Soin seems so rock solid, and Soin also feels like he's picking up momentum. Like he's not getting any weaker. I don't see any unnecessary flaws there. Super quick thinking. Also, like the scout and knowledge expecting Soin to take such a camp left-hand side is not normal that everybody would scout for that and then punish it. Really good movement on the map. Very little errors for FoCuS here.
Yeah, great showing. FoCuS, I love that he has his own style that works out. The Farseer Headhunters, clearly he is the biggest proponent of them, if not the only one. We've been seeing it making a way back also among the others. Lin playing a bit of it, Soin playing a bit of it. But with those two, it seems to be a bit of it. And with FoCuS, it seems to be mostly that. After the Tauren play seemed to look unbeatable for the longest time, I guess the meta has shifted.
A little bit, eh? It's in constant change. Love to see that. The best mirror in all of RTS. Oh,
Since when do you say that?
Since it's changing all the time.
I was saying this already 10 years ago.
Yeah, there
Orc Mirror
was
always the
horseshit.
sickest. Now I was great. Great.
Your taste
It
is very
it
different
became
from
way
my
better.
taste,
I will
okay?
agree. I will agree. It became way better with Farseer Headhunter, though.
I hate Blade Master Shadowhunter Raider Walker Kodo. I don't want to see ever another mirror of that. But now we see
mean,
everything. Everything.
I mean, in those days, the competition to that was, though, destroy a mirror, break a mirror, bear a mirror. So,
Yeah.
competition wasn't very fierce.
Yeah, that's true. I still hate it though. Nothing you can do about it. And then the other mirrors got a lot better.
That must be a dream time for you right now in this matchup because there's basically 0 Raider Walker. Because if it's Blade versus Blade, it's Torrents.
Yep.
If it's Farseer, it's Berzies.
I don't mind one side playing Raider Walker. We've seen that today as well. But just both. Because nothing dies.
Yeah, it's basically impossible right now, actually.
I guess so too.
Because
That's
of
why
the
it's so good.
amazing Torrents.
Mm-hmm. It's Shattered Exile. Go, go, go.
Time to ring the bells again. Time for Soin to step it up. We want to see a map 5 decider here. Same as before, he was able to best Lin with that earlier. But as you said, this time around, gonna have to first reach the match point and then take the match point to back-to-back.
What an emotional roller coaster for Soin this day is. You start the day being the mega underdog. You go up 2-0 against the Goat Orc. The Gork. Then you fall behind again. And then you turn it around. Not known to be like a mega clutch player. You still have it in you to turn it around. and you celebrate, like, okay, I defeat Lin, the next one is FoCuS. He's usually like a bit, like a few percent behind Lin in whatever he does, and then you take the lead in an amazing match, and then he rips your head off, and now you're under pressure once again. Soin has to turn the ship around, otherwise it's FoCuS 1-0 for the grand final tomorrow.
It also sounds like a really good matchup, if you ask me. I think we can't lose tomorrow, no matter what we're gonna see. But the question is, who is gonna deserve it? Let's load in and see what it's gonna be. We got FoCuS here, bottom right, in the red. Soin top left, in the blue. Is this a Farseer map? I would say not necessarily. Especially considering the labs. The claws are so easy to find here. There's a big incentive to go Blade on this map.
I agree. For FoCuS, this would be back-to-back top 3 performances, by the way, after Yumiko Arena. And he sticks with his Farseer against the odds. Maybe something Soin will not expect. With Wolves, you can still creep fast. And then maybe the world's your oyster. The Wolves led him to victory before. So why not again? If you're satisfied with how games are going, don't change a thing.
Yep, lovely, lovely. Love to see that. It's going to be one grunt into Headhunter opening. We've seen sometimes the Blade Master for Soin and also other orcs spiraling out of control. If you get really good items early, a little bit of luck there might be involved. And also a fast level 3 with level 2 Windwalk. Suddenly, those Headhunters can be chopped down one by one. Maybe that should be a priority here. Trying to creep up fast, get those items. But can he keep up in creep speed with those wolves? Yeah. Let's see about that.
I'm really curious about the green spot in the middle, man. That will be so contested. Blade Master might be going for the steal, but that should also always be expected. In theory, wolves should be great at that after the lab. Lab shop seems to be a creep route that's more and more established. So we need some sick timings, man. He was missing out on that on Northern Isles most of the time.
Blade Master heading to the center right away. I thought for sure he was going to get the circlet. Didn't have the gold there, I guess. He's keeping the ring and going for those enraged elementals. Or sea elemental, I guess.
And it's not contested. That surprises me a little. Going for the Frost Armor Camp with 3 melee units takes some time, slows you down. Gives a reliable level 2 and an item. Soin probably also a bit surprised that he gets this for free.
Is FoCuS gonna creep the green camp? This is the only thing I don't like about this map. I feel like this green camp is way too little value. Not even half a level, not even a big tome. Is that worth your time here?
Well, Soin's scouting for it, sees it coming. He can make a decision to attack or not. Surely there's no Murlocs here to take your unit away this early. Tech started, Soin a little bit ahead in that regard. Blade Master over there at the top right lab with double claw circlet is really powerful. Soin fans, you might have a reason to celebrate.
Mantle as well, not so great for him, but wonderful for the Shadow later. I would say this is indeed a great start. And the Farseer creep route, I gotta say, does not seem very optimal.
Blade coming in for the creep jack, maybe a bit ambitious. The grunts are giving the information away. Doesn't matter if he's too late or not. This Blade Master is the natural enemy of all Headhunters.
3 Headhunters hurt already. There's a dust. Trying to bait him in maybe with a late dust.
Care about the chain lightning.
2 kills though.
Wow, and one is badly bruised.
2 kills with ease, it seemed like here. Great collapse coming in there by Soin. That was nicely done. Very different look here on map 4.
Moving in again. I mean, there is nothing that control him really. The creep speed is so low when the Headhunters have to move. We have to say the kiting by FoCuS looks a lot better than what we've seen from Lin before. So shout out in that direction. Still, great early game for Soin, who goes in with another steal, no? Item to the Farseer though.
They got the experience, nicely timed. Chain lightning right there, chasing after the gun kill right now. That kill would be level 3. Blade doesn't have that yet, but he got the 3rd headhunter kill here. That is still a really good start, I'd say.
Oh, this grunt shall not fall. Is he paying attention?
Oh, the wolf.
Body block.
27 hit points.
Oh.
Fast here, decent amount of mana. Hoping to get a double kill here, maybe.
Close, close, close. Chain lightning indeed.
Oh, didn't
It
bounce.
doesn't jump to the right-hand side. Yep, but it's still a kill here. And now we got new wolves, and this is also against the Spirit Lodge. Not willing to focus on it, though.
Fascia low mana, but the replenish potion here could be perfect right now. Ooh, there it is. Yum, yum. Give me that mana. Shadow on the way. And tier 3, again, queued quickly for FoCuS.
Okay. Good for Soin to get that lodge up. That seems essential. Still willing to play this tier 2, though. Shadowhunter creeping. Didn't decide to go for a spell yet. Could do some hex creeping. Could stay on the map with more heal waves, but he also has some healed selves. And FoCuS. Aggressive.
Ooh, great read. Great read. If he gets the item steal here, that would be huge. Fascia right now with a level advantage.
And the Shadowhunter is coming in. Also undecided what spell he should take.
Bash on the grunt. Speed scroll didn't hit the grunt. Maybe that was the intention. Yeah, it was. But out of range. Doesn't get the deny either. FoCuS all of a sudden turning it up.
Oh, damn. He's getting closer and closer to the grand final, to the bronze medal at least. And of course, the match against 1-2-0. Blade Master strong against Headhunters. FoCuS needs to kite his heart out for that, and he does. Hex control, lovely. No speed scroll on Soin on that blade, and everything on Soin's side looks so damn healthy.
One goes down. Ooh, that's heavy losses. 10 supply down. How did this turn around so fast?
Creepjack.
Level 3 Fascia, it seems.
Yeah, Creepjack, man. Hunting that grunt to the end of the earth and to the orc base. Then the Creepjack follow-up. FoCuS just has all the answer. He reads Soin perfectly for 3 games straight.
All the trust now put in the Blade Master. He's almost the only thing that Soin has left here. And he's a master at that hero. In the back with a backstab. Doesn't quite get the kill because there's a hex.
Counter hex indeed. Headhunter moved to the side. Denied as well. He just doesn't give him level 3. The crits, they just barely scratch this orc army. It's getting more and more desperate for Soin.
Now we got the Kodo in as well. Okay, Hex, Windwalk, who gets it? Last hit again, going to FoCuS. Still no level 3 for this blade. At least he got the item.
That's a crazy level. How he denied that level 3 for minutes now. Super clean, super crisp, fast enough. And the world is his oyster, man. It's tier 2 versus tier 3. We might forget about that. These harasses that barely broke Soin in half were just to cover up for the tier 3 transition.
Yeah, normally you're going to follow into tier 3, of course, but with all those losses, you can't afford it. If you're tier 3 with Bloodlust on Grunts and Blade Master and Raiders, that's normally super sick to hunt down those Berserkers.
Yeah.
But a tech disadvantage, is that even playable?
Shaman gotta carry a lot of weight here. Top 4 finish, still amazing for Soin, of course, but if you beat Lin, you should be able to defeat FoCuS as well. Shaman being wrecked here. We got the Berserkers in. 39 food only, not a lot of room to grow. Does take out the Headhunters. Has no crit too. It's surprising to me with this inventory. Grunts are getting kills.
FoCuS is completely out of mana right here. This might be where things turn around against him. Good instant on the Kodo Beast. That one is going to be going down quickly as well. Berserk activated. FoCuS actually taking quite a few losses here. Fighting perhaps a bit too early before TC.
Oh, that was the moment that brought Soin back against Lin as well. Blade Master critting for 120. Taking out another Raider. Taking out the control. And before more control comes in with the TC, we disengage. Solid sign of life for Soin.
Downside is there's no big tech upgrade to tier 3 awaiting him. Still just tier 2. Still all down to the Blade Master here, it seems.
The heart of the Horde is still beating. TC with Stomp. We get good hero kill opportunities now if he gets just a little bit more mana on the Shadow. No clarity though. Lots of healing running on Soin still.
Soin feeling confident. He's got reinforcements coming in. A good army right now. Imagine if he had Bloodlust here. That would be so sick. But of course, doesn't have that. We got a Kodo Beast in. Damage boost. But it's no upgraded Kodo yet.
Right on. Blade Master in a little bit of a pickle here. Has nothing to save himself except Windfork. No reveal against that. Shadowhunter down to 50%. It will seem a bit indecisive. Blade is out for a while. Heal Wave. This might open up a nuke on the Shadowhunter. And Snare. Little bit of a lucky punch attempt by Soin. Doesn't land.
The only stomp was used here, or the last stomp I should say. The Blade Master now feeling decent again to go re-engage. Getting blocked by his own army, losing more HP, and the level 2 Chain Lightning! Didn't consider that damage! The blade goes down, the end snare follow-up, Shadowhunter dead as well, and that seems to be it.
A shocking turn of events. He's trying to use the Shadowhunter as a lightning rod, but no, it just bites him. Now, FoCuS 10 feet tall, and on the final day of the final B Cup, we will see FoCuS competing for the title against the overwhelming force of the Undeads in 1-0 first, and happy after. Great composure by FoCuS, man, blocking every hero FoCuS attempt, ironically, and then coming in with his own one. The Chain Lightning is faster than the sword. And Soin's run ends at the top 4.
Yeah, great play by Soin, great play by FoCuS. Lin actually looking like the least impressive orc in the day. Kind of wild.
Right.
Maybe not completely unexpected. We always knew that Lin is a player of peaks and valleys. He doesn't always play his very best. The recent 2 Super Leagues were clear evidence of that, and also other tournaments. FoCuS now, the last member of the Horde, the last non-undead, to put up a challenge on Championship Sunday tomorrow.
Right on. What a different world compared to B Cup 21, where it was Life and Lin in the top 4. Instead, Happy and 1-0, the constants, always there, always up there. Whenever there's a B Cup competition, just the other guests are changing. It will be a best of 5 lower bracket, and then a best of 7 grand final. Oh man, it would be such a story, man. FoCuS, among all the top players, the least decorated. An NEXT title is his from like the COVID times, but since then the solo titles elude him. Now a B Cup win at the end against these undeads will be tough, but we have seen FoCuS versus Happy, and my god, FoCuS has to step up his game compared to yesterday.
Yeah, this would be kind of the antithesis of what we normally see from FoCuS. To really have a chance, he's going to have to play his very best and improve on previous performance on the very last most important day. Normally, it tends to go the other way. Hopefully tomorrow can be that day, can be his day. It would be epic. I would love for him, actually, to win this last B Cup.
Yeah.
It would be really beautiful for him. But it's going to be one hell of a tough road.
I was trying to look up the tournament results of FoCuS, and it says not enough memory. It's too many tournaments for my for the browser to display, for the Liquipedia database to display, because FoCuS is such a grinder and he's always in these tournaments. Yeah, but last few tournaments, man. Ohio Cup, he won against Starbuck. There was the one hero only. Top 3 in Yumiko Arena. Tons and tons and tons of show matches, of course. 3rd place, WSB. FoCuS currently, wherever he appears, he makes it super far. It's just that very last step that eludes him.
Would be beautiful if we see that being taken tomorrow. Very curious to see how those games are going to go down, if there's going to be some new innovation. It seems like FoCuS is the frontrunner in the innovation in Orc Mirror, finding a way back to play Farsight Hunters with Tier 3, not just Tier 2 all-in, against the seemingly normally stronger late-game Blade Master. Really cool developments there. Well, Lin, for once, isn't the one ahead of the curve compared to his compatriots.
Yeah, Lin top 6 elimination, Kaho top 6 elimination. Soin probably still happy about that money boost that he got. It was a nice $200 extra. FoCuS at 880 guaranteed. And then we go into the 4 digits for tomorrow. That's gonna start at 1 p.m. Central European Summertime. Hopefully you're all gonna be there. It's either the FoCuS Cinderella story or the rematch of this epic undead battle between Happy and 1-0. Also, two of the best B Cup performers in the last B Cup Grand Final would also be a fitting end of the story.
Yeah, absolutely. The story of B Cup is going to end tomorrow. Our story for today, far from over. We're going to have a nice little show match here coming up next. Infi versus 1-0. I think they're about to set up the lobby. I'm certainly going to be there for that. Do you want to take a little break, Neo, or how are we going to handle that?
I would like to take some groceries. I will be back afterwards for the Tennessee Zouk qualifier, though.
Yes.
So we change we change helm, I think. It's what it's called, and this is I'm gonna be listening in for that match. It's gonna be hilarious, I assume. 1-0 versus Infi coming up.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Sure, buddy. YouTube, I'm gonna turn you off already, so there's a flawlesser start. But you aren't missing anything. Thanks for tuning in. Next stream on YouTube will be up in a second.